can hear you.
Okay.
My remote. It couldn't be.
Good. All right, I'm officially live.
Okay, I'm going live now.
Okay, I'm gonna turn myself down a little bit though. Maybe that'll help. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Oh, and then now in your Twitch window,
Uh-huh.
click on the shared chat thing.
Shared chat. Host can enable shared.
Start sharing chat. Shared chat is enabled.
Yep, got it.
All right, so now we should have shared chat.
Yes.
Yeah, I have shared chat started now. Okay, got it.
Sharing is caring. and just so you know, I didn't even eat dinner yet. I got Domino's over there that I was gonna hop on, but I'm gonna wait till after the stream. So we're good. I'm going into this hungry and energized. Oh, yes. One more thing.
Okay. Close that. Close that. Oh, you know, there's one thing I needed to do before we got really started.
Uh-huh.
I have a dumb game thing that is on my screen.
Okay.
It's like a scratch off game or something that's on my stream that I need to get rid of. Okay. I don't know why it's there. I don't remember putting it there.
It sounds like an extension. It sounds like an extension that maybe you have in your panels, or like if you go on the Twitch website, there's a part where you can turn that extension off. Is what it sounds like.
Okay, let me try both Streamlabs and Twitch because I don't know if you go to it's like in the middle of my screen.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Do you want to do a scratcher?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Go away.
So.
Okay, so.
Well, while you're figuring that out, welcome to everybody who's in the stream checking it out. I know the notification kind of went out, so people will start trickling in here. Adamant's working through a scratch and sniff situation at the moment, so I'll let you tackle that. But yeah, let's see. Do you want me to put the stream in the Discord? If it's totally up to you. I mean, we definitely would want people to jump in here, preferably. But yeah, if you wanna do that, buddy, go right ahead, man. It's all good. So we got young KT in here. He's ready. He's ready to hang out, watch the stream. So that's good. And then once you figure out your scratch and sniff situation, we'll hit that play button.
Yeah, I don't see it in the WoW or the Twitch extensions.
Okay. So
it's got to be in Streamlabs. Widgets, maybe?
It just feels good to know that I'm not the only one that had an issue. You know?
Yeah,
I would much rather take I'd rather take a dual voice deal than a scratch and sniff deal.
Yeah. Game widget? Nope, that's not what I want. It's got to be a Twitch thing because it's on top of my Twitch. .tv. What is it? What is it called? Pick a card, scratchers.
Dang, that's some thunder to it. I can't even do that. It was like, pow,
pow.
Oh man.
Creator dashboard.
Good stuff.
Content now.
Content.
Settings. Viewer rewards. Oh wait, maybe. Manage power-ups and channel points. I don't want a scratcher. Community challenges, default rewards. Nope, it's not that. Rewards. No, drops. Enable drops. All right.
Yes, yeah, enable those.
Extensions.
Dauntless, what's going on, buddy? Happy to have you in the stream. Good evening.
All right, well, whatever. We're just going to let it roll. I'll figure it out later. I don't know what it is, but we'll figure it out later.
You know, I'm so intrigued by whatever it is that now I want to check out your stream to do the scratch and sniff. I want to know what I'm getting out of this deal. Also, I'm pretty sure there was
There
a.
we
For the Alliance!
Oh shoot! Okay, well that works. That was super loud.
For the Alliance.
Hey, I'm pretty sure there was a dress code for this thing. I don't see anything Warcraft related on you at all. Notice I've got my Alliance polo on. You know.
Oh, my camera. Oh, there it goes. So my camera froze on. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's get this started.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Okay. Now listen. I'm just letting you know now. I've been thinking about this all day. Okay.
I'm going to turn it down just a little bit.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
So, I've been thinking about this all day, and I literally have avoided all spoilers. I have no idea what they're going to talk about. I have not seen anything. I turned off notifications on my phone. I put everything away. So, I'm going in blind.
Same.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah, you and Cody were talking, and I just ignored you earlier.
Okay.
I almost blocked both of you.
Dauntless is about to get timed out, brother. You're about to get timed out, my friend. All right? Listen. I joke as much as the next guy, but I have literally... I spent the entire day off socials.
Ban you.
Yes. Yeah. Game over. So, just so you know. All right, Adamant.
I mean, like, it's cliche,
Yeah.
but it's such a dream come true.
What?
Of being able to
She's
create
talking
the
over
things
me.
that brought me so much happiness over the
Turn
years.
her
She got
down.
the dress code.
Turn her down.
landed
Yeah,
here
she
in
did. She
Irvine,
did.
And went into the Blizzard campus. I literally didn't believe it was happening. I went into my office and
Well, I
on
like
the-
that shirt.
on the
How do I
door
get
sign
that shirt?
against my
That
door,
shirt is pretty cool.
It said Chris Metzen. So I just saw him going into the room one day and just. I
That was the
completely
biggest
geeked
letdown
out.
about BlizzCon
It's so
last year. Was
strange
the
coming
shirts
into
were
work and
terrible.
realizing,
Yeah.
I work on this thing now. I get to contribute to the world.
All right,
in
Dauntless, I have to ask
whatever
you.
way that I
No
can.
spoilers.
Then seeing it.
But I'm assuming
live
you've already
again,
watched
whether
this.
that's a couple months
What would you
afterwards or
rate it
even
out of 10?
Up to a year after I finish the task, seeing people react to it it's amazing.
Oh,
Honestly.
young KT, that would not be good. All right, Adamant, turn down. Oh, 10 of 10. Oh, okay. Well then, good. Okay. Adamant, turn the video down for a second,
For me,
or
playing
turn
with
it
guy
low
friends
so I
is
can,
the best
you know.
part of
All right.
Yeah.
Let me ask you. Okay.
work
Give
is
me
things I do
2
with
or
my
3
friends.
things that
I
you're
really
hoping to see
like
from
the
this.
communities in our games, especially in World of Warcraft. I made a lot of friends.
Let's
Definitely
see.
some of my closest friends. are people
I
that I've
definitely
met,
want new
playing
raid
World of Warcraft.
information.
I've gone to a few different
on
weddings
the
of
next
people
raid.
that
The
I
raid's
met
here, so
playing
the
WoW.
story's gonna go.
WoW means a lot to me. I met my wife
Some
playing World of
meaningful
Warcraft.
classic
so it is a game
information,
that
maybe.
means an awful
I
lot
would
to
love
me
for them to be
personally.
like, here's what
I
we're gonna
met my
do.
wife through
Classic
the game.
era is
She
gonna
asked
move
if
on to a new raid
we
we've
wanted
created
to play,
specifically for Classic,
Arena together.
based on some
We
old
talked
assets
more
that we
than
put
play.
together, that kind of thing. That would be
Okay.
awesome.
I got
Okay.
to know her a little better,
And then,
many years
like
later,
Cody was talking about, the
we have a family
classic
together, and,
off-ramp system,
we're
Yeah.
still playing
where
WoW.
you would have,
I would say
you start a
there's
new
maybe
server,
a good 50
and then you
to
could be able
100
to exit
people
off
that,
for Classic.
I've come
start a new
across
server
and
for
stayed
PC,
connected with
exit off for PC,
in my
same
personal
thing for
life and
Wrath.
in professional life.
Yeah, I
That
think that's
we
probably the
really
thing that I would care
strengthened our
about the
bond
most.
playing
Okay,
World
perfect.
of Warcraft together.
So, for me, I like what you just said there about the off-ramp system. I'd like to see them announce, for me, again, we've talked about this before, but Classic for me is vanilla through Wrath. Anything after that is like remix territory to me, right? Like, whether it's Kata, Legion, whatever, right? Like, invest a remix mode into that for a couple months so people can kind of, do their thing. So, the things that I would like to see hopefully tonight are a 2025 roadmap for both retail and classic, right? I think the one they put out for 24 was like really solid, had great information in there. So, have the 2025 roadmap, announce 11.1, maybe the name of the
Hearthstone
patch
and
or
just
whatever.
in the Warcraft franchise and at Blizzard
can
in
you-
general
can you mute the
is
video for a second?
something I've always dreamed about.
I
to
can
work on this game that
Okay, it was still super loud on my end. Sorry. While they're yapping with their cool shirts that we don't have. So,
Yeah.
So 2025 roadmap, 11.1, and then kind of have, of course, 11.5, maybe 11.2, just like a general roadmap. But listen, let's get weird here. Let's have second half of 2025 a little deal that says Midnight Alpha, little Midnight Alpha. I'd love that. That would That would excite me. And so I would like that. I would like, let's shadow drop World of Warcraft on Xbox, or at least say,
Okay.
or at least say, hey, because again, I didn't even pull up the Xbox app today, so I didn't jinx myself, right?
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, adding World of Warcraft to Game Pass would be bonkers.
Absolutely.
That would be a bonkers announcement.
If every other MMO can somehow figure out how to get theirs on a console, there's no excuse.
Final Fantasy 14's been on there since the PS3.
200%, right? Okay, so figure out a way to make that happen, or say, hey, just letting you know it's coming on said date or said month or first quarter, whatever.
We're working on it.
We're working on it, but it is coming. Be ready for it, whatever, okay? And then, what else was I thinking about? Oh, okay, let's get extra weird here for a second. What if, and we've talked about this before too, the Warcraft universe is so rich, there's so much going on there. At this point, we need to have either Warcraft 4 or an ARPG Warcraft. Can you imagine an ARPG Warcraft game? I'd play the crap out of that, right? Like
Diablo style World of Warcraft game.
Yes, start it in like the vanilla setting. Do an ARPG through like BlackRock or whatever, right? Like that'd be so cool.
Or just take the Warcraft 1 and 2 storylines.
Yeah,
because those aren't in World of Warcraft. Take those, make a sweet ARPG about them, and call it good.
Exactly. Why not have a Dark Souls style game of Varian before you became king? I'd play it. I'm not even good at those games, and I would still play it.
Yeah.
So, I've
mentioned XCOM style.
Yeah, exactly.
World of Warcraft,
That's
StarCraft.
What I was. Yes.
Any of those would be perfect for a XCOM. Building up Sanctuary, building up Stormwind, whatever. But it would be amazing.
Yeah. Young KT said, let the Warcraft characters go to Sanctuary, 200%. Why not, right? We've basically already got the skins in Diablo, so just build a full-on Warcraft ARPG. I think that would be cool.
As Sylvanas, thief.
Yes.
And, Varian, barbarian.
Yeah. A few other things. I know they're going to talk about some RTS stuff. Of course, Warcraft 2 has already been data mined, so we already knew that before this video came out, so that's not really a spoiler. We've already talked about it. I would like to hopefully see a Warcraft 3 2.0. Maybe they've had a team behind the scenes kind of working on it, getting it to where it should have been at launch, and kind of get that to where we're in good shape with that. And then if we get a Warcraft 4 announcement, I think that'd be huge. Listen, I know where the RTS genre is right now, but if there's any company that could reinvigorate the RTS genre, it would be Blizzard. Between Warcraft 4,
I think MOBAs is what killed the RTS genre.
Mm-hmm.
When the entire country of South Korea switched from StarCraft to League of Legends and Dota, I think that was pretty much the end of RTS games.
Yeah, I think that's a very valid observation for sure. I think there's some room for an RTS. Look, at a minimum, give it a shot. Throw out Warcraft 4 or StarCraft 3. Put some money behind it with like esports, and I'm sure there would be some kind of following there. To make that happen. And then outside of that, I think for Hearthstone, maybe a new mode. I don't think there's going to be a new card pack announced because I'm pretty sure they just had one come out a couple weeks ago. So I think we're still fresh on that. But I think a new game mode would be good. And then the only thing I'm really looking forward to with Rumble would be to have a PC client like I talked to you about before.
Yeah, a PC client would definitely be nice for that. And like I said, yesterday or the day before, I was surprised they didn't have one. I completely didn't realize.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's kind of been waiting in the wings there. It's just been on mobile, but at this point, I think there needs to be a PC client. I don't know exactly what the numbers are for Rumble. I can't imagine they're through the roof. So I think enabling it on PC would definitely help.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but yeah, I'm curious to know what this announcement is. Dauntless kind of teased it, and then Apoth was teasing it earlier too. And I'm excited.
That's an old shirt.
It is an old shirt, yeah.
Yeah, that's an old shirt.
For sure. They need to announce the next expansion a year only to make up for BlizzCon not happening this year. Well, I mean, young KT, theoretically, we already know, right? Like, we know Midnight's coming out, and then the Last Titan after that. So,
I was telling Casey yesterday, real quick, before this gets started. I think we've got at least one more major expansion, one more raid tier before we even get there. So I'm thinking Midnight's going to be probably the end of next year before we're really going to get that.
For sure.
So, 10 seconds.
Okay, yeah, fire it up. Sorry, we're good now.
Turn the sound back on. Don't disappoint me, Blizzard. Oh, opening up with RTS. Okay.
Yeah.
Work's done.
Warcraft has always been my peace and my outlet.
I have such a deep love for everything inside Azeroth.
Alliance hype.
I'm gonna move on eventually, as if it was just any other game. And it wasn't.
I was a very introvert person. I was lonely, and then I accidentally stumbled upon World of Warcraft. I even ended up in a guild, and in the guild,
I worked at Midnight
even made
Release.
some friends.
One does not stumble into World of Warcraft. You
You
make a friend
Yes,
through a midnight
yes, you
expansion.
do.
You make a friend through a midnight release. The next thing you know, you get sucked into it. That's how it
Sucked
happens.
into it 17 years later.
That's right. That's right.
You sent me a whispering name going, my water just broke.
Why didn't these guys contact us to get our
go to hospital.
you know,
and you said,
how we got
right?
started?
Let's kill this dragon.
We got a good story
We
for the Alliance.
That's right.
Ooh, that's a good cosplay. I didn't
Wow.
see that one before.
No,
Hey, that's you right there.
Yeah.
The GameStop.
Yeah.
Hearthstone changed my life.
The Burning Crusade.
Man, I should have taken more pictures back then during those midnight releases. We could have used those for so much.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too.
Warcraft,
I've got
giving
none.
Everything that you gave us so
Yeah.
far.
All the crazy midnight releases I did, I've got none.
Mhm.
When I say World of Warcraft saved my life,
I really mean it.
Hitting us in the feels as usual. They're good at that.
Right.
Man.
All right, let's get started.
Hi,
I don't know
everyone.
if- I'll
Welcome
let her
to the
talk.
Warcraft 30th
What's up, Holly?
Anniversary Direct. I'm Holly Longdale, the executive producer for World of Warcraft. Alongside Hearthstone, Warcraft Rumble, and the Warcraft real-time strategy games, we are all honored to be here to celebrate some big milestones with you and talk about the future. Many of us began our Warcraft adventures as players before we became developers at Blizzard. No matter which game we work on, we all share a deep love for the Warcraft universe. Today, each of the Warcraft development teams will be sharing what's coming up.
Man, I'd love to do
Some
a tour
of
of
it
that place.
next year.
I would
Some
love
just
to
a
do a
few
tour
weeks
of
from now.
there.
And
Just
some will even be available
look around.
today.
Mhm.
So whether you've been traversing the plains of Azeroth with a view from above, or chilling in the Hearthstone Tavern, sorting out your minis for your Rumble machine, or pursuing Xalatath in Khazalgar, thank you so much for taking the time to join us. Now, what better place to begin than with the games that started it all? Here's Brad Chan from the Warcraft RTS
Okay,
team.
RTS team. They're still an RTS team.
Apparently so.
It's kind of funny how life ends up. I actually never thought
Okay.
about ever being a developer.
He's a
When I was
senior
younger,
manager.
I just wanted to play video games.
Him and
Back
two
in
other people.
2007,
Yeah.
I was at a regional qualifier playing a game called Warcraft 3. After I qualified for the tournament, someone came up to me, gave me his card, and was like, "Hey, we're looking for experienced RTS players to join our design team." Naturally, I said I wasn't interested. I was going to go to the Nationals, win that, go to the Worlds, win that. Easy. Well, it was a good thing I kept that guy's card, because 16 years later, here I am, working on a game
I thought he was going to say
that's so
first round
important
loss,
to me
and I was
and
out.
so many players around the world. Throughout my career, I've stuck to a few guiding principles. When something is broken, you fix it. When something is wrong, you make it right. And if things aren't good enough, you make them better.
Warcraft 3.
So
There you
without
go.
further ado,
Yeah.
we announce patch 2.0.
Yes.
There you
Okay. All right. I predicted that one.
Offline.
Now, this patch overhauls the environments and lighting and revamps the user interface. In addition, we are up-resing all classic Warcraft 3 assets to HD.
Okay.
You can now customize the type of assets you want to play with and even mix and match if you like. We have also included a bunch of quality of life changes, such as in-game hotkey customization, a revamped ladder, and much, much more. We hope you enjoy this update, which will be available to everyone who owns Reforge.
Okay.
Now, I'm not just here to talk about Warcraft.
And it's on Game
We're
Pass.
also here celebrating 30 years of Warcraft. So not only will Reforge be receiving an update today, but we are also releasing fully remastered versions of Warcraft 2 and 1. So you can experience this.
I wasn't expecting
I was not. No. I mean, it makes sense.
These remasters have brand new hand-drawn visuals that capture the original art style from each game.
Okay.
And you'll be able to swap between the original graphics and the remastered versions in real time.
Nice.
That's cool.
For Warcraft 1, we added modern controls such as right-click move, bandbox select, and a faster game speed.
Yeah, same Dauntless for sure. That's going to be fun.
Various
That's
UI
community
UX
night right there, brother.
improvements, such as tooltips and health bars, mission select screen, and an increased unit selection. Warcraft
I didn't ever
will
play
still have
these,
multiplayer
but those all
functionality,
sound
and
like good
all
changes.
legacy custom maps will still
Two
be fully
I
compatible
dabbled
and
in,
playable.
but briefly. It was just so old, you know what I mean?
We
Like,
are
it just wasn't
also
my
bringing
thing.
back the Warcraft Battle Chest, which will include Warcraft 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, okay.
I like that.
So here's the 30 years of Warcraft, and I can't think of a better way than celebrating than reliving the story from the very beginning.
Yeah. I wonder how much it's going to
did I
be if you have
mention
3.
This is all available right now.
Oh, there you go.
There you go, yeah.
Tides of darkness have come again.
Shadow dropped it.
Yeah. I didn't even pull up my Blizzard launcher today.
I didn't either. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm staying off of everything.
Yep.
Was betrayed. You.
Okay, so win-win.
People to their destiny.
You know, that was 3 wins.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. It's like $20 if you have 3 to get the chest with 1 and 2, by the way. Oh, that's easy.
Okay, that's not bad. Yeah.
I'd pay that.
Yeah, those redrawn assets look great.
Yeah.
They kept the look and feel, but modernized everything a bit, which is nice.
You know, if they have a dedicated RTS team, I gotta imagine 4's in the works.
Now, we are one.
13. They didn't mention anything about being offline play, though.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that was one of the biggest complaints about 3, was that there was no offline play.
For sure.
You had to be signed in to be able to play.
Nice. Okay.
I mean,
I like that.
It's a good bundle. I mean, it's a great bundle. All right,
sure.
we're moving to Hearthstone. Okay, that's sick. Can
It's
I get
pretty
that?
amazing to
Dude,
think
that is cool.
Hearthstone turns 10 this year. It's been such an
up,
incredible
KD?
decade. Together, we've made the tavern a place for sharing joy, excitement, and some very tall tales indeed. We've made friends with Murlocs, battled old gods, and now we're traveling through space. But for me, the most incredible thing of all is that I get to work on my favorite game with such an amazing team. Ever since Hearthstone came
That's a
out,
big Hearthstone.
we've been with you on that road to legend. I remember on my first climb to legend, I had played something like 500 games in 1 month. And as the clock ticked to midnight, I was 2 wins away and didn't make it. But I played another 500 games the
Sujitsu does that in a
following
week.
month and made it. Shout out to that shared
That's
but
a
those
Tuesday.
1,000 games pale in comparison to the more than 160 billion games that we've all played over the last decade.
Wow.
And that's not
It's hard to
counting
believe Hearthstone's
Battlegrounds.
10 years old. Holy
Can you
crap.
believe that it's
It
been
doesn't feel like
5
it's
years
10.
since the mode launched at BlizzCon? That's 5 years of building Death Rattle Beast comps, magnetizing mechs, completing quests, and collecting trinkets.
They have a
It's been
Warcraft
awesome to
anniversary
watch
thing going on
Battlegrounds
too.
grow from what was pitched as
Yeah.
the biggest tavern brawl ever into what it is today.
Oh, shoot.
We are so thankful to our community for being with us over this incredible decade, and we're looking forward to the next 10 years in the tavern together. The future is packed with even more places to explore and adventures to share. More expansions, more mini sets, and more surprises. Now, let's take a look at what's just around the corner.
Okay, so a new set.
One of the amazing things of working at Blizzard is getting to watch
think a
other
new
teams
mode.
pushing the boundaries on their own
What was that thing that was blurred out?
I think we're all genuinely fans
I don't know,
of
I
what our
missed it.
coworkers are up to.
There was like a
It's just
plushie or
special
something
when
that
we
was on
find
his
moments
desk
to
that was
collaborate.
blurred out.
What's up, everybody?
Spoilers.
I hope you're enjoying your adventures among the stars in the Great Dark
I feel like
Beyond.
that orange.
We loved working on this expansion and wanted to take our
Yeah.
next mini set further into the cosmos than ever before. Prepare to travel beyond Azeroth, beyond Warcraft, and into Heroes of StarCraft. I'm super excited for this mini set. It's the first time we've ever explored another universe this deeply in Hearthstone. A ton of people on the team.
Yeah, I'm
so
down for
much
that.
love for StarCraft. So being able to bring
Oh,
it to the Hearthstone Tavern
Jujitsu's gonna love
has
that
been
too.
incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Some might say it's about time.
It's about time.
Well played.
Obviously, we knew we had to go big. The Zerg, Terran, and Protoss factions
Okay.
are represented on cards via a faction banner. Not only do the cards in each faction work well with one another, they're also usable across multiple classes. Each of the factions also has a hero card featuring one of the most iconic faces from StarCraft. The Zerg are led by the Queen of Blades herself, Sarah Kerrigan.
Yeah, like that.
She gives Death Knights, Hunters, Warlocks, and Demon Hunters access to an aggro playstyle with near endless swarms of
All
Zerg
of that
cards.
makes sense.
After
Those
all,
four classes make
what would
sense.
a StarCraft mini set even be without its own version of a Zerg rush? For the Protoss, we have the legendary Artanis, seeking to unify his people. He grants his powers to druids, mages, priests, and rogues. He focuses on powerful, high mana cost units, and uses the psionic powers of the Protoss to make those cards cheaper. And finally, who else could we have to lead the Terran
Raynor.
besides the iconic Jim Raynor? Thanks to him,
Paladin.
warriors, paladins, and shamans will get a hold
Yep.
of the new starship keyword from the main set.
Okay.
But these aren't your
That's cool.
average starships. They're battle cruisers. When we first started working on this mini set, we went to the team and asked, what does this need to have in order to truly feel like StarCraft? We've made sure to represent as many units from StarCraft as possible. There's even one character from Warcraft that snuck their way into the set. Grunty.
Yeah.
Murloc.
Yeah, Grunty.
I like
On
that.
top of everything else, Heroes of StarCraft has more cards than any mini set we've done before. There's so much to explore here. So many strategies, so many interactions, and so much StarCraft nostalgia. And we might have some special music as well,
Nugget.
just for the occasion. Heroes of StarCraft.
Come here.
It's coming in January 2025.
That's quick.
But there's even more coming up for Hearthstone.
But wait, there's
We're
more.
making some big changes to Arena.
Oh?
As Leo mentioned, Arena is getting a major glow up. But first, let's talk about what makes Arena special. Arena is Hearthstone's premium draft mode, where you build your own deck from scratch at the start of every run. It's all about you flexing your deck building skills and card knowledge to defeat your opponents. Believe it or not, Arena has stayed mostly the same for 10 years. So we thought it was finally time for a little bit of an update. From now on, there will be 2 kinds of Arena to choose from. Normal Arena has a shorter format that lets you complete your runs more quickly, but still gives you that awesome competitive arena experience. And after you've established yourself in the normal arena, you'll be able to descend into the dark,
Dad
dead
mode
cellar of the
activated.
tavern, where challengers are engaging in high-stakes card play in our
Love you.
underground
Go to the
arena.
bathroom and get something.
Underground has a distinctive
that
basement
muting
aesthetic,
my stream doesn't
longer
mute
runs,
you.
and a new feature we call redraft on loss. This means
'Cause I like
that when you
muted my
lose,
microphone on
you'll
the
have the
stream.
option to
I
redraft cards and
think
edit
we
your
all
deck,
enjoyed the singing. Don't
refining
worry.
it to up your chances of winning as you take on
Real
more
fire.
hardened challengers. We heard you also want a way to show off that you're an arena champion. We got you. Arena ratings will be available for both the normal and underground modes. Ranking for the 2 are separate, with the usual skill-based matchmaking in normal arena. But in underground arena, You'll be throwing caution to the wind and facing off against opponents of all skill levels.
She's got her Halloween
Whether
nails
you're an
done.
arena veteran or maybe you just haven't
Get it,
clicked that
girl.
arena button in a while, we hope these changes offer you another exciting way you can enjoy your time in the tavern with us. And I'm happy to tell you all of this will be coming in the first half of next year.
You know what I miss?
Now,
I miss the
here's Tyler to share even more
the
of
taverns
what's
you
in
could set up
store for
IRL,
Hearthstone.
you know, before COVID.
Yeah.
And they shut those down when COVID happened. I wish they'd bring those back.
Hey, everyone. As you can see, we've got a lot of really exciting things planned for the next few updates. But what kind of game director would I be if I didn't spill even more beans about what's coming next? It's going to be the year of the Raptor, and you'll be going on some awesome adventures in some of your favorite Azeroth locations. Next year, we kick things off with one of our most requested settings as we journey into the Emerald Dream. Here you'll find
A
yourself in the
roadmap.
middle of a
Ooh.
legendary face-off between the Druids of the Emerald Dream and the forces of the Old Gods. They'll be fighting a high-stakes battle over the fate of the World Tree in our first expansion of the year. And things are going to heat up even more when the Druids of the Flame light up the mini-set. Our second expansion is also Hearthstone's first ever sequel, as we go back to Ungoro Crater. Join Elise on the hunt for a mythical lost Tortolan city. Spoiler alert, keep an eye on that volcano. After uncovering the secrets of the lost city, take part in a grand celebration in the 33.4 mini-set. The party-loving Tortolans are hosting a festival in honor of the mighty dinosaurs of the crater, and we'd hate for you to miss out on all that fun. Closing out the year is our third expansion, where you'll travel with Chromie through alternate reality to recruit legendary Warcraft heroes like you've never seen them before.
Okay.
This all leads to an epic showdown against Murazond at the end of time, and you won't believe what happens next. You've seen just how much we've got in store for you over the next year. Heroes of StarCraft,
Hearthstone
revamped
Classic.
Arena, and 3 awesome
Hearthstone
expansions.
Classic.
We're incredibly excited, and we hope you're incredibly excited.
It's a good roadmap.
Thank you
Seems
so
like
much.
it's got
I
some
like
good
it,
parts
yeah.
to this.
Incredible journey.
Yeah.
I wasn't
10
expecting
years
it, so.
in, and our adventures in the tavern together are only just beginning.
All right. Rumble. All right. Rumble. Okay.
PC client. Thank you. Goodbye. Next. Oh.
Blizzard has this awesome tradition of
Whoa,
sharing
whoa,
the
you're
journey
looking
that
at
each
that
team
dragon
took
a
to
little
bring their
creepy,
games
buddy.
to
All
life.
right. That's a sweet statue, though. Where can I get that statue at?
What, they're showing a lot of cool stuff we don't have
I
access
think
to
this
here.
museum is a beautiful
I don't appreciate
relive
it.
the memories of development and share that passion with the rest of Blizzard. What's up, everyone? It's been about a year since I stood on the main stage of
Vic?
BlizzCon and we launched Warcraft Rumble together with all of you. And what a year it's been. All of us on the team have had so much fun watching you dig into our game and explore the hero collection, the army building, the nail-biting finishes. You've beaten over 900 million bosses. And on the matter of Alliance versus Horde, you picked Team Jaina almost 10% more.
There we go,
But
for
maybe
the Alliance!
you summoned
Yes,
over
sir!
1 billion angry chickens. That's 2 billion chicken wings.
Cut.
In just a second, we're
Jeremy, we're trying to shoot Rumble here.
Oh, Rumble? Oh, I know a little bit about that. Scoot the camera. Cool. Awesome. When we started working on Warcraft Rumble, we wanted to make
That
sure
was
we
awesome.
were harking back to our strategy roots. Like the first time I booted up Warcraft 2 on my dad's Power Max 7100 66 AV. I'm stoked to play those new remasters. But we also wanted to do something in our universe that we'd never done before. So we started imagining that maybe somewhere in the Hearthstone Tavern, there was a mysterious arcade machine that printed miniature versions of the heroes and villains of Azeroth.
This would make
and
a
zapped them
great
to life
board game.
for you to collect and command.
Yeah.
In those kind of early days when we were establishing the art style
You know,
of Warcraft
physical minis
Rumble,
and
we
stuff.
wanted a sense of tactility. We wanted to be able to pick up and touch the art that we were creating inside of the computer. So some of us went and printed minis, painted them up like this, and that's kind of really where all this came from. All of these minis were painted by our team. And, well, if I'm a little bit biased, but this little guy's my favorite.
what does that say underneath?
Oh, under here? Oh, it says Jeremy. But we've done more than paint minis since our game launched. We've added new dungeons and at least one new mini every
Yeah,
single
young
season.
KT, that's true.
We've got the Dark Moon Fair, new zones, and a whole new Family Feud experience in the game. We added our first raid, Molten Core, and laid siege to Stormwind. In our latest season, we even bust down the doors of Ironforge.
Dang.
And we ain't stopping there, are we, Vic?
Yeah,
be right back.
let's talk a little bit about what's coming up. Starting right now, if you hop into Rumble, we're running our first anniversary event with some truly excellent loot.
We're celebrating 1 year of Warcraft
Right over
Rumble.
his face.
So if you jump in after the stream, you'll be able to snag some super cool rewards, like the very valuable looking gold cobalt, which we affectionately call the Kogald. Okay, have you scanned this thing yet? Great.
We've also been working on something really exciting for later in the season. There are some characters in Warcraft that don't fit so cleanly into just one of our families. So we're adding split leaders. These leaders belong to 2 families at the same time, which really expands the possibilities of how you build out your armies. And we're not just adding 1 split leader, we're starting with 3. Up first, fighting for the Alliance and Cenarian families, is Malfurion Stormwind.
Yes.
And representing the Horde and Blackrock families, we got Chieftain and former War Chief Orgrim Doomhammer.
Oh,
and finally,
okay.
leading Undead and Beasts is Anu Barak.
Yeah, good stuff here.
For any of these 3 new leaders join the fight, we're going to be reworking one that we released this time last year. Sylvanas Windrunner is finally taking her rightful place among both the Horde and Undead. We've got an awesome season ahead of us and can't wait for you to check it out. We'll be right there with you. To our amazing fans, thank you for an incredible first year of Warcraft Rumble and for your unwavering support. Your passion fuels our creativity and truly drives us forward. But there was one more thing we wanted to talk about. Jeremy? Right? There was one more thing we wanted to talk about, right?
Nope. That's all I had. See you later.
Come on.
What did I miss?
Got some heroes that'll do like dual families. Oh, yep, here it is.
Okay.
Come on. Come on, fire it up. There it is! I knew it! Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, this was needed. Okay,
PC
all
beta
right,
starts
cool.
December 10th.
Yeah,
All right.
I like that.
Yeah,
I was waiting for it. Like it was getting
very
towards the end. He was like, "All right, have a good day," and I was like, "They're really not gonna release it on PC." Oh, here we go.
All right.
Now the goods are here.
We are
20 years,
so
bro.
excited that you're here to celebrate 20 years of World of Warcraft.
Been through
with
it all.
us. When the game
Almost
first
to the
came
day.
out in
You got about 11 more days
2004,
before
I
your
remember
anniversary.
Facebook
Yeah.
had just launched.
Are you gonna bring me a
I'd been
little
in the
Warcraft
game
gift
industry
whenever you
for
come
a
up?
handful of years when I picked
maybe.
up WoW,
We'll have to see.
and
A little something.
I was in
I mean, the last one you gave me
even
made me
when
cry.
I was
So
running about and
no pressure.
exploring on my night out hunter, I made friends who would group with me and
And you still
tackle
haven't put 'em
just
up.
about anything.
No.
How come they're not right there
including
behind you
helping
on
me
that
save
wall?
40 gold for my first mount.
It's a good
I
stream
loved
backdrop.
It
I
is.
still do.
It is.
Just like many of you.
Would
and
be-
as
would
most
be
of
helpful.
you know, the game saw absolutely explosive growth in the early years and brought multiplayer
All right, come on,
gaming
man.
to the
Just
mainstream.
bring the
that
goods.
in turn created countless
let's get
friendships,
weird.
Yeah, don't let me
camaraderie,
down. So far,
and
it's been
escape
3
for
wins.
people
Yeah.
every day. It still does 20 years later. We dug into our history and discovered that across 2 decades, together, we've accumulated 1 billion days of time played in Azeroth.
I think Asmongold's got half those.
Yeah, his community definitely does. Oh
So
my
many
God.
of you have joined us over the years. Some of you have met partners in the world and gotten married. Some of you have even named your kids and pets after characters and locations
We almost had
in the
Winston.
game. Veterans from all over the world. Those
Some of
who are
us have
hearing
met our
or
best
visually
friends.
impaired or have physical
Buddy.
challenges. We've welcomed seniors, even whole families playing together with their kids.
Yes!
And so many more.
Young
who call
KT.
our
Young
own home.
KT!
No matter who you are.
Second gen
When
WoW
you
player
come
over
to
there.
Azeroth, you can live how you want and be who you want to be. It's a gift for so many, and certainly to us. We feel it every day.
I haven't watched this
I need
yet,
to
and I
watch
want
this
to.
movie.
Yeah.
I need to watch
Stories
this.
is live now on Netflix,
Hey,
and a documentary
this
called
streaming
"The
thing,
Remarkable Life."
co-op streaming thing's working pretty well. Maybe we have a movie night.
Mont
Maybe,
Steen, who played a
maybe.
character named Eblin,
I don't want you to
lived a
see me
life
cry
in
again.
Azeroth that he couldn't in the real world.
just
suffered
you
from
and me,
Duchenne
just
muscular
dirty
dystrophy
crying
Oh, yeah.
on
most of his
stream.
life, and fought
And the
it
stream will be live, and we
courageously
won't know it. We'll be like,
alongside
"Oh
his
crap!"
incredible family, who I'm proud to
Snot
have met and
bubbles.
fallen
Why do we
in
have
love
500
with.
viewers? Oh, it's
Because
'cause
of
we're
Mott's
bawling,
and his
that's why.
role-play guild called Starlight, his family discovered the power of online game communities and advocate for gaming around the world as a source of joy and companionship. Sadly, Mott's was taken from this world and Azeroth far too soon. Because of Mott's and stories like his, we were inspired to create a charity pet program for Classic and our modern game to support Cure Duchenne, a nonprofit organization dedicated to improving and extending the lives of those affected by Duchenne muscular dystrophy. We want to thank you in advance for giving to this cause that offers support to people just like Mott's. This little cutie is Revan, and he's available until January 6th. He was inspired by the detective agency Mott's
I need to
created
visit
for
that.
his busy role-play life in
Yeah.
Azeroth.
I wonder if it's in Goldshire or in that area. You know, Elwyn,
Yeah.
not Elwyn
Yeah,
Forest.
it looks like it's in Elwyn Forest. Yeah.
Right now, we have our 20th anniversary celebration running.
I've been pretty
in-game.
impressed with
We've
so
got
far.
modernized
Yeah,
Tier 2
definitely.
armor sets, classic
Definitely one
time
of the.
walking,
I'd say arguably
new
the best
world
one they've done.
bosses, trading post items, rewards, and more with all that nostalgic flavor. In the War Within expansion that we released a few months ago, we've taken the leap into the first chapter of the World Soul Saga. More coming on that. And of course, Classic is always cooking. But this moment is about you.
Yeah, where's
You're
Apoth?
the thundering heart of World of Warcraft and
Yeah, Apoth,
always
get in
have
here.
been.
Get in here.
Stay tuned as we
He's probably
share what
raiding
we are
right now.
serving
Let me
up for you.
Oh yeah, probably.
And thanks for making Azeroth a place you call home.
Oh yeah, he's definitely raiding right now.
Okay.
He said they finished Nax the other night.
Oh, good. There you go.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, Clay and I are so excited to be here today during this anniversary celebration to talk about what's coming up for WoW Classic.
I can't believe that after 20 years, my Orc Warrior is still finding new adventures in Azeroth. Shout out to all my buds in Tacondrius.
Feels like just yesterday I was on my Night Elf Druid, ganking some buddies on the Teneris realm at the Crossroads. Sorry about that.
Being on the Classic team and getting to help contribute to this incomparable legacy, which has breathed new life into the original Classic experiences, I'm not sure anything compares to it. I love how vocal and passionate our player base is, not only about what parts
That's
of
right,
WoW's
young
history
KT.
they want to see come back, but
Burning
also their
Crusade.
passion for things we try and have experimented with.
My first day at
Speaking of
GameStop.
us taking some pretty big
That was your
swings,
first. It was
in
your first
Season of
day.
Discovery, we
Yeah, that was
love
my very
watching
first
you use
day.
your new
I
First
met
time I
you
ever
on your
worked.
first
take
day.
on our all-new
at,
level up
wow,
raids, find
that's fate,
secrets,
man.
Yep.
and team up to defeat Ragnaros
Yeah,
and
I'd gotten
Nefarian.
hired,
We're
like,
looking
the
forward
week
to the
before that.
AQ war effort,
And she
unlocking
was like,
very,
hey,
very
we're gonna
soon
midnight release
here, which
Monday
will
if you
lead
want to come
right
work
into
it.
the launch
No,
of
no,
the
I'll be there.
Entourage
Man, they threw
raid.
you right
This
to
will
the
bring new
wolves.
changes and surprises that
Yep.
we can't wait to bring to you.
You were like,
Fun
World
new
of
mechanics,
Warcraft? I mean,
difficulty
whatever. How big
changes,
could it be?
new
You had no
rewards.
clue.
You know us well
Yeah.
enough by now
What
to
is
know
this dumb
exactly how
game
we'll
people
mix
are
it
coming
up
to pick
as you
up?
wager your sanity for
I can't
changes
say what
surprises.
we
I
used
know,
to.
right? We
Beyond
can't
that,
do
for
it.
Season of Discovery,
Oh,
we
don't
have
do it.
one more phase to come.
It's
We
inappropriate.
previously announced we will progress through all the
It's
phases of the
2007.
original
It's a
Classic.
different world.
So get ready not only for Naxxramas, but new instance content featuring the Scarlet Crusade, as well as adventures in Deadwind Pass.
What?
Now to Cataclysm Classic.
You can't just
where we
gloss over
recently
that. Go
launched
back.
the
They
legendary
did. They
Fire
definitely
Lance.
did.
You've undertaken difficult
So I
challenges.
wonder if that means they're going to
besting
open
Ragnaros
classic Kara.
and his feet, and are hopefully a
Oh,
few
maybe.
steps closer to getting your very own Dragon Wrath staff. We're looking forward to bringing you the final phase of Cataclysm Classic when our Hour of Twilight patch and Dragon Soul raid launch early next year.
Okay.
I know you Classic players out there must be curious where we're going next. But let's be honest, you know where we're going next.
Okay, yeah, Mr. Pinned area. That's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Not surprising.
This one's not surprising. If they continue to Warlords of Draenor, that will be surprising.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it was not good.
I mean, again, like I've said, look, MOP to me, top 5, right? But I just think we just had remix
yeah.
with that, you know. So I don't know.
I would agree it's top 5.
Yeah.
The OG 3, Mist, Mop Remix Part 2.
Yeah, right. I guess I'll have to level up through Kata real quick to be ready for this.
Yeah, Mop and Legion.
Yeah.
Are the top? I think are the top 5.
Yeah.
This War Within's pretty good. I'd say it's 6.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, let's see how the rest of the expansion plays out too. But if they keep delivering on
as
content,
of right now, the beginning of it, feels really good. Is this a new cinematic? I don't think
it is. Yeah, it's a new cinematic.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, interesting.
Okay, yeah.
When?
2025. Okay.
Okay, coming up.
The Classic team is proud to announce that Mists of Pandaria Classic is coming, and we can't wait to bring it to you next summer. With its legendary class design and incredible raids and dungeons, set amongst a gorgeous environment and backed by an unforgettable soundtrack, we'll be traveling back to experience all that Pandaria has to
Good,
offer.
I can finally create my classic
together.
monk.
We just had remix. It's true. We did just have remix.
Yeah, exactly.
It's super exciting for all of
Think
us.
remix,
as well as Season
but
of Discovery,
very
and
slow.
we love that we'll continue to be on that journey with you.
Yeah.
Without an
We know
overpowered.
We spent some time on the internet,
cloak.
and we've heard some of you out there. You want something fresh.
Which is why we are so pleased to announce that we are bringing you the Classic experience. All new Fresh Realms with the WoW Classic 20th Anniversary Edition. And it's happening soon.
How soon, Clay?
Actually soon. These realms will be going live next week on
Okay.
November 21st, but you won't have to rush to level 60. Classic is all about the journey after all. As we've made a change, and our first raid, Molten Core, won't unlock for a few weeks after launch.
We'll be launching realms of all flavors: PvP, normal PvE, and for the very first time, hardcore, which will progress through the phases in lockstep with the other two. This means a fresh start for everyone at the same time, together on a
Young
level
KT, get
playing
ready.
field with fresh economies on very large realms.
Okay.
If you missed out on jumping into WoW Classic's initial launch in 2019, this is the perfect time to join our community.
Yeah.
Wonder
These
what,
servers will also
APOD's
launch with some
guild's
of the
gonna
quality of life features that came later on, like the Chronogoon Displacer to save your world buffs, and the improved
Yeah,
PvP
true.
honor ranking system.
Okay.
And yes,
Oh.
So they're going to
I'm
keep
also
some of the
pleased to announce
changes.
that these realms will progress to the Burning Crusade Classic.
Okay.
Uncle Cody will be
Launching
proud of
these
me.
servers close to the exact
You
date
will.
World of Warcraft came out
So you can get
20
to
years
60, he
ago,
will be.
alongside all the work we're doing.
Are we
for
starting this on the
Season of
21st?
Discovery, Cataclysm Classic, and Mists of Pandaria Classic.
Because we got some time before
means
11-1,
much to
so
us. We love this game, and we love the community that has made Classic Realms
we doing it?
their home alongside their friends.
he's
From
not
all
committing.
of us on the Classic team, thank you. This amazing journey is one that's been co-written by you, our incredible community.
We got to let Young KT
All right.
experience it for
so,
sure.
So it doesn't look like we're getting an off-ramp system.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, everyone. We're in the middle of such an incredible moment. For
All right,
World of
Ian,
Warcraft.
don't let me down. It's
The
been
World Soul
wins so
Saga
far.
kicked off in August with the launch of The War Within, and we
Oh,
have been
man.
so excited to dive into the expansion alongside all of you. Whether you enjoy raiding, dungeons,
It's one of my best
delves,
BlizzCon
PvP,
memories.
collecting appearances, pets
Getting
and
to
mounts,
chit-chat with him for a
role
few
Oh,
playing,
yeah,
or
for
exploring the
sure.
open world, we hope
That's
you found
legendary.
a part of Azeroth that brings you joy. It's
It's
humbling
one of the
to be
few
standing
BlizzCon
here
pictures I have.
on the eve of WoW's
Of, like,
20th
me with
anniversary.
somebody else.
Looking back, 20 years ago, I was fresh out of school, and I had just seen enough of the beta to know
Hey,
that
my
I
Mists of
needed to
Pandaria
play
looks
this
like
game,
that too.
and then immediately stopped to avoid spoiling the experience for myself. I booked a couple days off work for launch, and was looking forward to really diving into Azeroth. But little did I know that my server would be offline for the first few days due to overwhelming demand. Shout out to Mal'Ganis. But even less could I imagine how this game
We've all been
would
there.
in so many ways
We've all been
define
there.
the rest of the course of my adult life. So, let's talk about what's coming up for World of Warcraft, starting with what's on the horizon.
Okay.
We have 1107 Siren Isle, which is currently up on our public test realms.
Mhm.
This update will go live next month.
It's a nice little
and it has
island, by the way. I
something
tested a
for
little bit of it.
On the narrative front, this update includes epilogue quest lines for Dalaran and the Kirin Tor, No spoilers, but this storyline features the mysterious Haranir, who also played a starring role in our expansion release cinematic. We'll also get into the prologue for where we're going next.
Oh, yeah.
But more on that.
Endless number of times.
1107 also, of course, brings its namesake, the Siren Isle, a new outdoor environment to explore, full of mysteries to uncover, and rewards to help catch up your alts and prepare for the next
This island
war
was
within
actually cut
season
from
ahead.
Battle for Azeroth. And they're bringing it
Plunderstorm
back.
is returning,
Ah,
this time
okay.
with a Plunder
Yeah.
store to give you more flexibility in earning your rewards instead of that linear renown track. Also
Okay.
making a return
I like
will be
that.
the latest iteration of our Turbulent Timeways event and a Winter Veil revamp. We can't wait
Ooh,
for you all to
Winter Veil
experience this
revamp,
update.
okay.
I like that.
As an additional treat, for those of you invested in the story of the War Within, you'll be
Ooh.
releasing a novella that explains exactly what happened to Jaina and Thrall after they left us. This novella is
Hey, I
narrated
like
by
that.
none other than Chris
Hey.
Metzen and available today.
Peggy 18?
Okay. Peggy 18.
So, I know many of you have already seen 1107, but you have to be wondering where the War Within is going to take us after that.
Did I miss something?
No,
So following
that's
Zalatath's trail
that was
is
data
going to
mine.
lead us to a
I'm surprised they
location
showed
that
that.
I've been personally excited about since we
The
first settled
Khadgar
on
thing?
the idea of an underground expansion.
Yeah, that
Undermine,
was. I didn't see
the
that
capital
before.
of the Goblins' trade empire. Fittingly, our
Like, why
name
is
for the
Khadgar
11-1
like a
patch is
arcane-
Undermined with a D. Now, this is a city unlike any city we've seen before in World of Warcraft, standing as a testament to the intelligence and creativity of the goblins as masters of technology and alchemy. And as our
Okay.
adventures continue, we will learn more about goblin culture than ever before. What's important to them, what problems they're trying to solve, what
Is this
they're
11-1?
capable of as a society. Everything that makes them
I
truly
don't think
unique,
so.
beyond the humor and the explosions. Though, just to be clear, there's going to be a whole lot of explosions. You'll arrive at an Undermine that's plunged into conflict between the four major goblin cartels: Steamweedle, Blackwater, Bilgewater, and of course, the Venture Company. You will align yourself with a group of your choice and run into notorious goblins like Monty Gazlo, Renzik the Shiv, Baron Revelgaz, Marin Noggenfogger, and more. Now, if you're going to be in
The
cahoots
mounts
with the
that are
Goblin
going to come out of
Cartel,
here are going to be
you
pretty
can't be seen rolling around in anything less than a truly blinged out ride. So early on, you'll earn a vehicle designed just for Undermine to push the boundaries of locomotion within World of Warcraft.
Customize it?
Undermine was built for speed, with roads designed for driving, which is just as well because this car travels much, much faster than your regular ground mounts. You can also further adjust your car's driving characteristics. Do you prefer grip or do you want to drift?
Need for
more?
Speed
You want more
Warcraft?
acceleration, even if it's going to come at the expense of your top speed? That's up to you. You can try it all and rule the streets of Undermine, living your life 440 yards at a time.
I like that. Okay.
We'll also be adding a new dungeon in Undermined, Operation Floodgate, which is a race to stop a group of goblins from blowing a dam that would bring ruin to the Ringing Deeps. This dungeon will also be
Okay.
immediately available as part of our new Season 2 dungeon pool on Heroic, Mythic, and Mythic
This
Plus
has got to be
difficulties,
11-1.
alongside the 4
Okay.
other launch dungeons and 3 returning legacy dungeons. Now, we'll have many more details in the weeks ahead, but I can tell you that one of those legacy dungeons, naturally, in light of our goblin theme here, is the Motherlode
Okay.
from
Yes,
Battle for Azeroth.
okay,
I did like
good.
Motherlode.
Continuing
Yeah.
to build upon one of our favorite parts of the War Within, this new zone brings with it 2 new delves for you to explore.
Okay,
Nice.
there you
New
go.
variations on the existing delves. We're also introducing seasonal updates to Bran Bronzebeard, a new adversary to follow Zekvir, and a new set of goblin-inspired curios for Bran. Of course,
Oh, okay.
a new season also means a new raid zone. We have an 8-boss raid called the Liberation of Undermine coming your way.
Whoa,
Which takes you through the streets of
okay.
the city and into the magnificent Galagio, brimming with color
Oh,
and extravagance.
okay, this is
It
gonna be
also
fun.
hides the dark secrets
Yeah,
of its
I
owner,
like this.
the one and only Gallywix. And for
Oh,
the arena
okay.
PvPers out there, we're also introducing a new arena map
Ooh, a new
set
arena.
right amidst the city.
Huh.
Okay.
Now, some of you may be wondering how Xalatath fits into all of this,
Yep.
and how goblin politics relate to the fate of our world soul. But rest assured, Undermine plays a vital role as a continuation, a next chapter in the many stories that are unfolding in the War Within. We will have a lot more to share on that front in the months ahead.
Yeah, 11.1 looks good.
Yeah.
She's one of my favorite characters.
Oh,
I like
she's
her.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is just the beginning of what we have planned for the next year.
Okay.
Now, as you can see,
Undermined,
2025 is going to be an incredible year for both
see
modern
expansion
and
reveal.
classic WoW players.
I see a little something towards the end. I don't know what that is, but
Yeah, we'll have to go back and look at that.
Yeah.
What's the time code?
As the World
52?
Soul Saga continues to unfold,
Yeah,
we are
we'll have to
reflecting
go
on
back
these
and look at
past
that.
20 years with immense gratitude as we lay the foundations upon which to build the next 20. On behalf of the entire World of Warcraft team, thank you so much for being the heart of the history of Azeroth.
Hey, it's Tag Force.
Whether you've
I
just
should have
joined
submitted my
our
photo.
community, been with us for the
Yeah,
last
you
2
should have.
decades, or
Shoot, they
somewhere
didn't
in
ask me.
between,
They never do.
thank you for making Azeroth your home.
Been here for 20 years.
That's
And
right.
speaking of home, the team does have one more
Please.
thing
Oh God,
to share
please.
with you.
Oh, please. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm stripping all my clothes off if this is true.
Thunder Fury. Did somebody say Thunder Fury? Home sweet home.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Your next adventure begins.
Yes,
at home.
come on. Come on. Okay.
Player housing?
Was that
you
player
for
house?
joining
I
us
was
today
ready. I
and for
was
being
so
with us for the
ready.
past
Player
3
housing?
decades.
Oh God, I was so
Warcraft
ready. I
universe
hope
is
so,
a
dude.
living,
Oh,
breathing
I hope
world
so.
that's been experienced by over 250 million players around the globe. That's
That had to be
millions
player
of
housing.
stories,
That
millions
had
of
to
Player
be.
housing? Is that what that
and
is?
True connection. And as the years have passed and our communities have grown and evolved, the statue behind us reminds us all how important
Player
Warcraft is
housing.
and
They have
continues to
heard
be.
my
outside.
cries
Serves
for
as a
20
reminder of
years.
shared passion
Oh,
for
they
building
announced it on
Azeroth
X that it is
together.
player housing.
Oh
And
my
it's you
gosh,
who truly
dude.
bring Warcraft to life.
20 years.
Finally.
And the
Finally.
communities you are a part of.
I can
Thank you for being
decorate
the
a house.
lifeblood of this world that means
Take
so
all my
much to
gold.
all of us.
How much money do I need?
30 years of history is the perfect foundation
Oh.
upon which we will build for the bright future ahead. And we
I
can't
see a
wait
lot
to
of,
walk that road alongside you.
Let's go.
And before we
crafting.
go, we want to share something
I
very
see a ton
special.
of crafting patterns
This
coming
September,
out.
for sure.
190
Oh, for sure.
performers took to the
Rugs and
stage
furnitures
to celebrate 20 years of World of Warcraft with a series of concerts in Switzerland. Prepare to dive back into the history
All right,
of
let's
World
go
of
to Switzerland,
Warcraft
bro. You
through
turned
its incredible
41 this year.
soundtrack,
No,
Performance
they're
Live.
they're showing this
And
after
whether
the
this
stream.
music invokes cherished memories,
This
Oh,
already
okay.
this already
Some of these
happened, but you get
pieces
to
for the
watch it
first
like
time.
after their
we hope you
direct.
enjoy the performance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's to the next 30 years.
No.
Player freaking housing.
I like that. Yeah. I've been asking for that for so long. We can finally forget about garrisons. Okay.
I mean, nothing bad out of that.
Oh, that's probably
Okay,
the concert, huh?
so this is the concert. Concert. Wow, that's a pretty long concert. Okay, so the next 2 hours is concert.
Yeah.
It was what, 52 minutes? Yeah,
Right there.
Year for both.
Okay.
Okay. So we got Siren Isle.
Mm-hmm.
An upgradable ring. That's pretty cool.
That is, yeah, so you can test that on the 1107 PTR
so
right
kind
now.
of like your Heart of Azeroth, basically.
Yes, but the gems that go in it kind of have different, I wouldn't say abilities, but kind of like passive stuff that you can build.
Okay.
But you can also build up the item level on the ring. So the one that I have on PTR, just for like the night that I was on there, is like 619. So I think what they're going to do is give you something to work on. But by the time 11.1 comes out, it'll probably get you through like normal. But after that, you'll need to,
Gotcha.
it'll be enough to kind of tide you over. So
Give me a minute. I told Adelie I'd do something.
Yeah,
as soon as it
no,
ended,
you're
but
good.
I'll be right back.
Okay. You're good. So they did confirm. So they did confirm that is player housing. Like, you have to understand, like, I have been speaking about player housing for as long as I've been playing the game. Not just player housing, but like even guild housing would be amazing. So the fact that that is now finally being added to the game is huge for me. I cannot wait for that, man. That is going to be so cool. Yeah, no, 200%. I mean, like, not only have other MMOs figured out how to do player housing, but like the Old Republic is a great system. It's a great version of player housing, right? So, where did you say 11? What? Warband Camp Collections 11.1. Oh, okay. Very interesting. Updates, Brewfest updates. Oh, Brewfest updates. Season rewards refresh. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Well, I think it would be cool to have, you have kind of like 3 or 4 areas for each faction, right? So like if you're on the Alliance, you can either create like a house maybe in Stormwind, Ironforge. I guess we don't have Darnassus anymore. So what is the new World Tree area, whatever they have out there that they did in Dragonflight? Something like that. And then for like, Horde would be like Orgrimmar, Undercity, that kind of stuff, right? That'd be pretty cool. Very exciting though. That is amazing. That one right there, like, finally. How long? I mean, it's just, yeah. That's one that has been. I'm so excited for that, man. I genuinely am. Like, I know I'm kind of contained right now, but that is a massive announcement for me. For sure. I would almost create, like, if Darnassus was around, based on the fact that I started as a night elf, I would almost make one my player house in Darnassus. So, yeah. Very cool. Very cool.
Okay. All right. So, ring seems cool. I don't hate upgradable items. As long as they're not tied to Azerite.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
the whatever it was in Shadowlands and a mage teleport to your house.
Oh,
is
for sure.
Great. I bet what they'll do is you will get a Garrison style Hearthstone toy.
Yep.
Where you'll be able to pop back to your house, every 15 minutes or whatever. Okay, so cool. New Winter Veil content. There's not a Christmas dungeon, right?
There's not. So I'm wondering.
Or like Christmas boss.
Well, I felt like there was like a mini boss.
No, the Frost boss is during some other holiday.
Okay.
I don't remember which one. Oh, it's during Midsummer Festival.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
That's when you fight the Frost boss.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe we'll get a holiday Frost or a holiday, boss to go fight. Additional holiday updates. Okay. So then it looks like Plunderstorm.
Yeah, Plunderstorm in between.
So you can't see my cursor. Okay. Cool.
Oh no, yeah, no, I can't see it. No.
So yeah, it looks like Plunderstorm is going to be before.
Horrific Visions was that wasn't Mist. What was that? That was
Horrific Visions.
Yeah, remember because you would earn some currency or whatever, and you could do like one in like Stormwind, one BFA, Battle for Azeroth.
Nazoth
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah, that was Nazoth stuff.
I think that's basically what that is. Yeah.
Okay. So we got the new raid in 11.1, new zone,
right,
new dungeon,
right.
Drive, I think, was like the car
stuff,
thing.
Probably, yeah. 2 new
so
delves,
new renowns. I wonder if this renown is going to work like the Aj Kahet renown, where you get to choose one of the 3 people to rep.
I would imagine so.
Because they were saying that there's 4 cartels.
Yeah, so you probably pick which one you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get
Camp
basically what's that card
Collections.
game called? Rocket League. We're gonna get some Rocket League in World of Warcraft.
No, it's Need for Speed Carbon.
Yeah.
Warcraft.
Yeah.
Need for Speed Warcraft.
Now
You get to upgrade.
So while you were gone, something Young KT pointed out there. It says Warband's camp collections, and so I'm wondering.
Yeah, it'll be new backgrounds behind your Warband.
But I think it would be cool if they did some based on achievements, right? Like if you cleared the raid on normal, you would get something. You know what I mean? Something to kind of add some extra
100%.
flair.
I think they should. There should be probably 3 tiers of them. One that's tied to achievements. One that's tied to progressions. You know, you finish the storyline for this new zone, you get one for the new zone.
Yes.
And then some that you can then purchase with Renown.
Yep.
As you know, because I said there was the 4 cartels. So I bet there would be one for each of those cartels, and maybe it'll have a different look. That could be cool. What is Nightfall?
New content, Nightfall. I don't think we know yet.
Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, so that is what, 11.5 or 11.1.5.
Yep.
New content, Nightfall. Okay,
maybe another little mini zone.
It's going to be like the Nightfall raids in Destiny.
Oh yeah. That'd be. I mean, I would be all right with that.
I like that it looks like they are redoing Destiny Nightfall X WoW confirmed. That they're redoing all of the holidays.
Yes.
Because they're talking about Winter Veil, they're talking about Children's Week, they're talking about Brewfest.
So Brewfest
in 11.2.
Brewfest could use an overhaul. I mean, they've been making some changes or whatever, but it could definitely use like a big upgrade to it. And then Winter Veil, that one definitely needed one for sure. There was not enough.
Been nothing.
Yeah.
You wait till the 25th. You go get your presents from under the tree. You call it good.
Yeah, there definitely needed to be something with that. So I'm excited. Excited for that.
That's what it looks like. It looks like the new expansion reveal is going to be sometime in late summer.
Yes.
So I would imagine August. Is what it's looking like.
I still think we could get an alpha before the end of 2025.
I don't think you're wrong.
I mean, if they're going to announce it late summer and you've got, let's just say 4 months there, I think we could seriously. Well, again, we have that little icon. I don't think that's for alpha. Well, maybe. I mean, it's the shape of an A. You know,
I don't know what that is.
If you look at it, it is. I think that's kind of a hint. I don't know, maybe, but. That would not surprise me if that's what that is. But anyways, okay, I'm sorry.
11.2.
Yeah.
New world events, new dungeon, new raid, new open world challenges. I don't know what that means. Warband updates, Brewfest updates, season rewards refresh. Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Now, but you know what? The new open world challenges is what kind of intrigues me, and I'm hoping there's some focus there on open world content, because that, again, not being a huge PvP guy, I can't tell you that I enjoy Battlegrounds and I enjoy open world PvP, and like you get some people together, you're in a group or whatever, you go around, you kind of do your thing. But I always liked open world PvP when it was stuff like Burning Crusade and Wrath, where it was like, you had some towers that you had to capture if you did.
The zones.
Yes.
Like a Hellfire Peninsula, where you'd have the 3 or 4 towers that you'd have to take over, and you'd get a buff based on those towers.
Yep.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
And then expansion reveal. That looks like, because it's talking about 21st anniversary, which is about now. So that's going to be October, November. So it's going to be before November that we get the expansion reveal.
Yeah, because that's still kind of that's more in the summer category than it is autumn. So I mean, maybe August?
Yeah, maybe August, September.
That would sound about right. You get 11.2, 11. So let's say 11.1. What? I mean, if we've got maybe March, April, 11.1.
Let's see. So 11.1 is this patch will probably last. I see this 11.7 coming out. It's in beta right now, or the PTR right now.
Yeah.
Probably January.
Yeah.
11.0.7.
Yeah.
Which means, April. It doesn't say anything about holiday in there. When's Children's Week? Children's Week. Wow.
I feel like the story quest in 11.2.7 could be a pre-expansion mini quest potentially. I mean, if considering if 11.3, if it does actually happen, could potentially be like. Go ahead.
Children's Week, which is what it's talking about in the 1.5 update. Children's Week is April, the very end of April. It's like 29th through the 6th.
I still think 11.1 in March.
Yeah, so based on Children's Week being in 11.1.5,
yeah,
I could definitely see that's April. So, yeah, this is probably February, March, late February, March.
Yep.
Which means maybe 11.0.7 next month. End of next month.
I would say, yeah.
It's got Winter Veil. It's got Winter Veil, so it's got to be December.
Oh, it's got to be December. You're right. Yeah.
It's got to be December. So okay, so that puts 11.0.7 in December.
Right.
Let's give them 2.5, 3 months. So yeah, very end of February, beginning of April, or beginning of March. Maybe even middle of February.
I mean, it would not surprise me if 11.1's in March. 11.2 we could be looking at. Let's see. So March,
July,
May, June, July, like end of July, right? Mid to end July, and then expansion. Yep, expansion reveal August, and then the rest kind of plays out after that. But
yeah, I wonder if they will do a. Oh man, they've done it. I mean, I can't imagine that they're not going to. What was the Warlords of Draenor Tannan Jungle? In these 11.2.5, 11.2.7.
Oh yeah.
Where they always add that extra island at the very end of the expansion. That's like, here's some new stuff to do while we're getting ready to launch the next expansion.
Yeah.
Argus, all of those things where it's like, okay, here's some stuff. I bet that's what these things are. The new content and system updates.
Sure.
I wonder if this flag is player housing.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I would imagine they would have player housing as a big feature for the launch of Midnight.
Of Midnight.
Yeah.
It'll be part of the storyline.
Exactly. Yeah, you'll kind of build towards that. Yep.
House in the Void or something.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I could see that being. I don't think they would release it before.
Let's look at that part again.
Man, that's so cool. Oh.
Okay, so back
for so long.
More thing.
We got to share with you.
For so long.
Let's dissect this. So we've got
armor on the wall.
So
yeah.
So we got Brewfest stuff over here. We've got some weapons on the wall, some shields on the wall, a Nixia's head. This looks like some toys, like a toy right here in the middle.
Got the training dummy.
Okay, those look like... Oh, back up just a little bit. Okay. Those look like the Rumble toys.
Yeah.
This is the over here on
the
far
definitely,
left.
That's definitely one.
Yeah, so these look like Rumble toys.
Raid boss trophies would go hard. They absolutely would.
So hard.
What if they gave you buffs too? Like they do in a New World. Like you put up the trophies on the walls and they give you some buffs kind of depending on, and I think
whatever you have in your house.
Yeah, and I think within those trophies, if they had some extra visual flair depending on if you clear it on heroic or mythic, right? Like I mean you could do a lot. I've been talking about player housing for a generation. I mean there's just so much you could do with this. So I'm very excited about this. Very excited.
So it looks like maybe you can just put up some of your toys. Some of your items. Do some decoration.
Home sweet.
We're in that Warrior T2 right there.
Yeah.
Alliance will welcome that.
Dude. But you know what? Also, I really hope that they bring from Garrisons into this is the music box. That would be so cool to have.
Well,
that was
for both modern and classic WoW players.
That was definitely one of my favorite things, and I they have a similar system in Final Fantasy too. That I enjoy the music system that they have in that as well. So that would be cool. I would definitely want to see that come in from Garrison. So
yeah, this roadmap, I'm pretty happy about this roadmap.
I'm
interested to see what these Plunder Storm changes what they're going to do, because
Yeah.
I agree the battle pass style thing for Plunder Storm
right.
was tedious to try to just get to the very end. Whereas if they say, okay, each round gets you X amount of gold,
Yeah.
whatever you plunder in the game, you get X amount of that as gold to then spend on cosmetics. That would be sick.
Well, for sure. I mean, I think an easy way to do that is you have a currency, you earn the currency, and then you spend it in a store for whatever you want to buy. Just like you would like it with the 20th anniversary or whatever. My guess is there will be a currency and things will cost, and then you'll kind of pick and choose, what you want. But this roadmap, I mean, it looks about what I expected, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
There's no real surprises there. I anticipated we would get info on 11.1. We did. Well, actually, we got quite a bit of information if you really think about it. So I'm excited about that.
Hang up your staff on the wall. I know.
Yeah.
I know if it goes off of your transmog, which I imagine it probably will for the items that you can put on the wall. Your dad 100% is putting benediction.
Yep, dude, I'm telling you, that is going up. Yes. Benediction, you will walk in and kneel before the benediction staff, because that kept many people alive.
I will have 100%. Oh, what the heck is the item's name? Hold on.
I actually have benediction as my transmog on my priest right now. Oh man!
There is the very first boss in Black Temple. Drops the Halberd of Desolation. Which
is that the one that you yeah? Please
my
do
very
it,
first
dude.
My
Please
very first
do
big
it.
boy raid.
Yes.
I ninja'd that out of our guild on accident.
Listen.
They didn't change it to Master Looter.
Yep.
I was like, oh, I do need this. Let me need it. I'm a new WoW player. I don't know any better. Totally ninja'd that thing.
There needs
Got
to be
kicked out of the guild.
Yes.
Then they realized they couldn't give it to anybody else because I had already won it. Re-invited me back to the group, back to the guild, and gave me a very stern knock.
I remember when you got kicked. I remember there being a very fiery discussion in the raid chat, like almost immediately. It was pretty intense. But I think you need to hang that up on the wall, and there needs to be a custom board you can like type on, and it needs to say, "I ninja'd this."
Ninja 2007.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've seen this now. Now I'm just saying, I know I kind of mentioned it. You didn't say anything, but listen, I think there's enough time to where we can jump into that classic deal on the 21st. Because I really want
to be real honest. If I'm going to just level a classic character, I'm just gonna do it on the server that I'm already on.
Okay.
That way I know we can get into raids. I know we can get into stuff. Because I have, your brother's in charge of that guild, basically.
Yeah.
Him and a couple other guys. I don't see the mass appeal of starting on a brand new server.
Yeah.
So I will do it if we absolutely need to.
Okay.
But I would rather just play on white main if we can.
Maybe just jump on there to play for a little bit. Because I do want, Caden to experience that on a fresh deal or whatever, and then see how far we can
I do
get.
like that they talked about doing some of the changes.
Yes,
they talked about there's an item in the game.
Well, let's go to the roadmap. Let's look at that classic roadmap, because I mean there was a lot on there, and I kind of took little bits and pieces, and then it kind of like left. So if we could find that, we can take a look at that for a moment and see what's on there.
All right, let's see. It was somewhere in here.
I think, was it after the Miss announcement?
the same
Perfect run, and yes.
Okay. Oh, here we go. All right.
So it looks like Cataclysm's coming out, or not.
Cataclysm's
Pandaria's
out.
coming out in the summer.
Okay.
Okay, so Season of Discovery is going to end. It looks like at the end of the year.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay, so Season Discovery, AQ, yeah, Nax Ramus. Okay, new in-game content, which I think is what they hinted at, right? For I didn't think it was going to go to Phase 7. That's crazy to me, but
yeah,
that's cool. Okay.
AQ and Nightmare Grove raids.
That's got to be new too.
What is Nightmare Grove?
I mean, what was it? It wasn't BFA. It was what was the one where we kind of went back into that? Was that Legion?
Maybe.
I think Legion, we had that raid. Remember, it was essentially like the Nightmare Grove that we cleaned up and turned back into the Emerald Grove or Emerald Dream, whatever it was. Because I remember what's his name was Malfurion was captured, and he was brought in there by somebody, and then it was like we went in there. It was I'm almost positive it was like the first raid of that expansion. I remember it was early on. Maybe that's something to do with it. Yeah.
Okay, and then new in-game content after Phase 7.
So KT says, how do you guys feel about MOP Classic?
I think, okay, so let's see. I don't have the nostalgia for vanilla that your dad and Uncle Cody do.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't play during vanilla. I enjoyed what I played with Classic, but I don't have that nostalgia. Wrath of the Lich King is number 1. It's the best expansion they've ever put out. It's perfect.
Yeah.
I think for me, Burning Crusade is number 2 because it was my first expansion. It was everything. And then for me, I think MOP is number 3.
I can see that.
I bet it's probably 4 for your dad, if I had to guess. Maybe 5. It's top 5.
It's top
and then
5.
I think for me, Legion is after that.
Yeah, because I throw Legion in the top 5 as well. So, depending on the conversation or the day, I mean, I could see those kind of flip flopping. But Mist is definitely top 5 for sure.
Yeah.
So
Mist. I mean, I will probably level quickly through Cataclysm Classic. Take my horde guy through Cataclysm Classic, and then I will probably at least play through Mist of Pandaria. I don't know if I will. I'm probably not going to raid at all, but I will play through the storyline from Mist of Pandaria for sure.
For sure.
Mist of Pandaria is also where I got my Realm First achievement. So.
Oh yeah, the first time. Yeah. First time, right?
No.
The second time.
The second time. The second time. Cataclysm's where I got it the first time. Don't get me heated.
Listen, I understand. I understand. Okay, so we got so that
Classic. Okay, so launch.
Yeah.
It looks like.
Well, it's the 21st.
Okay, so they said that these. Yeah, they said these servers are starting like soon.
Yes.
So winter, I'm imagining that this is probably like January, February.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to give people
maybe
at least
late December, January, February.
A few weeks to level. Unless because it looks like it's accelerated, maybe there's a kind of accelerated leveling. You know what I mean? Like there's an XP buff.
We're going through all 6 phases in less than a year.
Yeah.
And that is not how it worked the first time.
Yeah.
The first time. And this is what I think they should do. I think that if we're going to do these classic, we're going to restart classic like they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I think this should go a year. Burning Crusade should go a year. Wrath should go a year. And then I'm trying to think of what game that was. EverQuest 1 used to do that.
Mm-hmm.
They would do these classic servers where it would be an accelerated timeline and you would basically play to the end and then they would restart and do it again. So if they were to do this, because right now we're 4 expansions into classic. So if they did 4 years and then restarted again, pick up the next expansion, Mist Pandaria,
Yeah.
which they'll have that by then. But so do 5 years and then restart another. Here's the 25th anniversary classic restart.
Right.
Boom. Here's the 30th anniversary classic restart, where you just keep cranking those, quickly through those things.
I'm good with that. Really cool. I'm good with that. They should pace it all like they did Cataclassic. Well, it kind of sounds like that's what they're doing, right? I mean, am I missing something? Because Cataclassic, they've really kind of plowed through. It's been accelerated. I feel like it's gone
very quick.
Yeah.
I feel like the beginning of this year, I was doing ICC.
Yeah. So I feel like
if they're already
similar,
fixing to launch the Dragon Soul raid, then they're pretty much done. They're going to be done by the beginning of the year.
Right.
So,
but everything else looks pretty.
One thing that I wish they would also do with this classic thing, I think they need to up the drops for the raids. You need to have, because I want to say they only drop, I think Molten Core drops 3 pieces of boss, maybe 4 pieces of boss for 40 people.
I imagine they will. If they're going to do an accelerated deal.
If you were to do it to 6 pieces, it helps those people gear up a little bit quicker.
Right.
Helps those people get going a bit quicker so that in 2 months when the next raid comes out, they're not like super behind and you're having to still run. Now, I mean, even so now, you still run Molten Core and Blackwing Lair at the same time.
Yeah.
But still, at least you possibly can get to the point where you're not having to run Molten Core as much. And depending on it for drops. So, I don't know. I'm happy with everything that they talked about today. How did your raid go, buddy? Welcome to the stream.
Oh, is the end? I was literally texting him as right when you jumped in. Hey, Apod, I got to ask you. Well, we had kind of talked about it earlier on the stream because obviously you got everything going on white main, white whatever. Are you doing anything on November 21st with the Classic Anniversary Edition?
Classic fresh servers.
Or are you skipping past that? Are you talking into the garbage can? Maybe.
Yeah, your brother. Your brother is using a terrible.
I know. I'm sorry.
Half broken.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Headset, microphone. It's a mess. It's hot garbage.
Yeah, my bad. When I'm telling you right now, and I want since it's on stream, I mean everyone's going to be watching it. So when we get our house down the road, whenever that is, and I actually build my new setup, I am actually going to have an actual mic. The full bit. I'm gonna really, because that's gonna be the long term house. So
you know what you need is that new.
Wait, are you
Leon? That new Leon Lee stand desk. It's got the PC built into it.
Well, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Don't worry, it's gonna be a full secret lab desk for sure. So we're going big. So hold on.
I think the Era dudes are going to play Alliance.
Oh, okay.
Still maining Era Vanilla.
So
okay,
both,
got it.
Essentially. Well, the reason why I was asking is because, here's what I like. I like that they're launching this on the 21st when we have a little bit of a gap between 11.0 and 11.1, right? So if we're looking at 11.1 in say March, at the earliest, there's a few months there to kind of. Get the classic experience with Caden and get through the leveling and whatever happens kind of after that. And I feel like that's the way it's always should have been because previous times, right, like a big patch or an expansion will launch pretty much like a week or two with something classic related. And that was always kind of frustrating, right? Like if they would space it out like that, that's always helpful if you're interested in playing both, right? So I like that. But
and you might get Casey to actually play longer, that he's playing Alliance and not Horde.
Well, yeah, for sure. I mean, because the character is there, right? So like when there's a stopgap in retail, I've got an opportunity to dive into some classic and play and do dungeons and raid or whatever. And then whenever a big patch comes out again on retail, I can kind of switch focus. So, oh, Tucker boy.
Somebody cast Min Pet on that guy. Come on.
Shoot, man. He, hey,
he quit vanilla
nice.
during Molten Core when he was Alliance.
Yeah, he got the.
Hey, there you go.
Caden got the gold kobold. So, yeah, I think that's going to be the plan, man.
Getting called out in chat over here, bro.
But Apoth, to clarify though, you are starting an Alliance character on that server, even if it's just like an alt or whatever. You're still going to play it, because I know Caden would be really excited, like finally being able to have that opportunity. Okay, perfect.
Oh, here's the question though: are we going to get Draven the Great?
Oh, yeah.
Playing a fresh character on Alliance in this new server?
Yep. This would be the time. I think Dauntless is jumping into it as well. It sounded like he was interested. So, got a few people that could dive in. Yeah, get Draven in there too.
Yeah, get Draven in there.
Multiple generations of not a strong enough community contract for that one.
You just disable his chat. I'm sure we can get you a. There's got to be an add-on for that at this point, where we can just disable his chat.
Yeah, I think he's more worried about what Draven would say to Horde players. I think he's not worried about the other people. He's worried about his son. Oh my gosh, this is okay. So cool. So it sounds like we're gonna do a little anniversary classic on the 21st. Is what it sounds like.
Okay.
So
yeah, I'll start a character.
I'm down for that. And I appreciate the excitement you have in your voice there.
We'll play a Night Elf Mohawk.
Oh gosh, that's awesome. Okay. Let's see. So there's nothing else on there. I mean, again, it's all pretty standard fare except accelerated. So
the classic crowd is not super happy though.
No? Okay.
Do you think that they will be happy if these classic servers for this 20th anniversary thing, when it comes to winter of next year, if there's an off-ramp to dump them onto the era servers, where it's just like, hey, this is a fun thing to do, and you can, once we get to the end, you can save your character onto the era servers? Would that make them, because you're kind of my classic guy, so would that make the group, the crowd feel better? Because I'm hoping that what you were talking about, I was telling Casey, the off ramp system, where you're kind of off ramping out of the classic servers onto Burning Crusade era, Wrath of Lich King era, and kind of lock up your characters on those. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy with how things went with this thing today. Everybody had some good announcements, so I'm pretty stoked. I mean, did you see the Warcraft 1 and 2 remake stuff? Let's see, what is... So I know, Dauntless, you said it was $20 if you owned Warcraft 3. What is the whole battle chest cost if you don't? Let's see. Oh, it's only $40. Yeah, that's not bad at all.
So you don't have Warcraft 3?
I don't.
Okay.
I never bought it.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's $40 for the entire battle chest. So that's not
cool.
bad.
Yeah.
Okay, step 1, make TBC era and allow clones from vanilla era. Okay. Permanent TBC. Step 2, fresh vanilla that feeds into era vanilla. Step 3, allow clones of TBC era to play a Wrath of the Lich King era that is permanent. I agree. In the end, you have 3 versions of your tunes. Play what you want. New, fresh vanilla that feeds into 3 era every 2 years.
Sounds like
Sounds like a winner. I like that idea.
It sounds like a Diablo system where you have your seasonal realm and then your eternal realm, and you kind of port those characters over. Once the season is done. With what I'm looking at right now. They didn't
say that they weren't doing that.
Yeah, that's true.
They did not say that wasn't what they were doing at the end of this classic vanilla experience, but I imagine we'll probably get some more information once we get closer to Burning Crusade Classic.
Yes.
And they also didn't say what they were doing with Season of Discovery either. I think they kind of mentioned some things, but they didn't say TBC people are upset because they have to start over in vanilla. Okay, that I understand. If they're sticking around, they never moved their characters on to what's it called? To Wrath of the Lich King, and they've just been playing in TBC. I understand being upset that they've got to completely start over for a year and a half to get back to where they were at the end of TBC.
Yeah.
Totally understand that.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, as this thing was starting, I was definitely in favor of having the 3 servers simultaneously going with, classic TBC Wrath and treat it like seasonal where they run at the same time, accelerated. And then at the end, those characters get ported into like an Eternal Realm, and then you can start again. You could say, oh, well, whatever. I want to do maybe Classic, or I want to do Wrath, or whatever. So, I mean, I still think that's in the realm of possibility down the road, so I wouldn't totally discount that. But
yeah, I'm kind of surprised they didn't continue that for TBC.
Can I get, we were talking about the shirts and the merch and everything that we saw. Can I get a polo with that logo right there in gold, World of Warcraft Classic 20th Anniversary? That actually, as a matter of fact, when I was a 10-year subscriber, you know how they shipped me the statue? Since I'm a 20-year subscriber, can I just get a polo with that logo on it, or maybe a bomber jacket, a varsity jacket? Dude, a varsity jacket with that logo? I would so take that. Oh my gosh, that would be so sick. I would love that.
And they did not confirm TBC was going to be an era server. That was the reason you're coming to play Classic. You're putting a ton of hours into a tune that may or not be able to live on TBC permanently.
Arrow, what's going on, buddy?
Agree. They definitely should have. They should have been much more clear on that. I agree.
Yeah.
They need to make a decision on that. That way, you're right. People aren't wasting their time going all the way up to that and then not be able to continue or whatever.
Hey, Apoth, how are the Classic people feeling about Mists of Pandaria being announced?
What's up, Arrow?
Trying to kick a cold. My baby passed me. Kids do that, man. That happens far too often.
If your kid goes to daycare, you're bringing home a petri dish of germs every day.
Yeah, my immune system was built in 2 different ways. A, when I was a kid and I was eating dirt, and 2, when I had kids and they were bringing home a bunch of crap. That's basically
bringing
a
home
twofold
all
system.
Kinds of garbage from daycare.
I didn't even. I really don't even need immunization shots. I just have kids.
Nah. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But going back to what I was talking about, I'm curious to see, of course, you know how I feel, right? Like I said, Classic to me is vanilla through Wrath, right? So anything after that is more like remix territory, and I'm interested to hear kind of what the Classic people are saying about Miss.
I put a link in chat, Crichton Tag. It's not a polo, but it is a nice button-down shirt.
Okay.
With the gold world.
Oh yeah, I do. I do like that shirt. I've seen that.
Throw that on your Christmas list. Tell the wife.
Oh my god. Yeah, I do actually like that shirt. That's a good one. Eric Gil. Oh, what did he say? Okay, timeout. as a watch party. Everyone was booing when it was announced. Classic people, yeah. I mean, I understand that. Like I said, I'm gonna let through Wrath, but. And again, we just got we just got Miss Remix. You know what I mean? So it's like we've already kind of dabbled into that recently, and I was I cannot imagine. I don't know anyone playing Cataclassic. Even when I pull up random streams,
its numbers have got to be so low. It's
yeah,
ridiculous.
They have to
I
be.
can't even imagine that the numbers are
exactly
anywhere.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, I just can't imagine that they're anything.
Yep.
Quite frankly.
Yep. Which really, I mean, if you think about it, it's not like it's going to be very hard for them to do. So even if it satisfies, 1,000 players, they may only have like 1 or 2 servers up for it, and then if that's truly what you want to do, go to town. That's fine. But yeah, I think the majority of the classic players will just go back to the anniversary edition.
Good night, Arrow.
Oh yeah, Arrow. Yeah, seriously, get some rest, man. Get better. I'll see you on your stream soon for sure.
Yeah, Dauntless. I think that. I think I would probably start a new character on Cataclassic. Because I like my kind of like what Apoth is talking about. I like that my Hunter on Wrath of the Lich King is in the gear I finished Wrath of the Lich King in.
Mm-hmm.
I would never want to change that. I would just want to leave this guy exactly where he is as that little, snapshot of here's where Apoth carried me to.
Yeah.
I know it's a controversial thing to say. Nobody wants their classic mixed up in my what's it called? In my retail, and they don't want their retail in my classic. But I'm telling you right now, I wish that they would just give me the mounts that I earned in classic in my retail. Okay, just give me those mounts because I have Memoron's head. Thanks to Apoth.
Yeah,
I have Memoron's head in classic, and I do not have it in retail.
Oh gosh.
So I need it for this new raid.
Apoth, what are you? I mean, obviously, you won't have the shaman with the anniversary edition. So, is the warrior coming back? Are we getting Extreme One, the Gnome Warrior? What? Because it's going to be on Alliance side, which that excites me too. I mean, shoot.
I'll have to play something different besides a hunter. I know I always say that, but
yeah, same. I always say maybe I'll try something different, and then I always go with the priest. But I don't know. I'll have to really think about it. Playing warrior without
playing Wind Fury is ass.
Oh.
Yep, no shaman equals no Wind Fury.
Yep.
And paladins are doo-doo unless you're... No, they're not even tanking are they good because they don't have a taunt, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine paladin tanking is doo-doo still.
Do we all play something different? I don't know. I don't know if I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Now that I've kind of realized that they're starting over, I need to re kind of look and see, what I'd want to do. So.
And my classic experience is all hordes, so I have no idea what's good on the Alliance side and what's not good on the Alliance side.
I'll tell you what's not good on the Alliance side is shamans. They're terrible. So terrible they don't even exist.
Yeah.
They're horde only, so yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. I'm really gonna have to think about it. I imagine Caden will do a mage. I'd like to see him do a mage
Alliance
fresh.
is never threat capped because of pally buffs. Okay. So you don't have to worry about pulling as much? Like you don't have to worry about pulling threat as much?
I mean, would it be worth doing a rep paladin on classic because of that? I mean, all I ever know is that they're basically useless as a tank, but
Oh, the sanctuary buff reduces threat by 20%. Oh, okay. So yeah, you don't have to worry about pulling threat nearly as much.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, I'd have to look at what was Rhett Pallies aren't a thing in Raid. I was about to say, I thought that Rhett Pallies were pretty doo-doo.
But it wasn't that. Moon, what's going on? Happy to have you in the stream tonight. Welcome. Doing a little post recap of the Warcraft Direct. So
yeah.
Okay.
The old announcements. Rhett is a ton of fun to play for solo and PvP though. Okay.
Yeah.
How's Paladin healing in Classic? Is Paladin healing pretty good?
Yeah, I never thought about that either.
I imagine all of the damage is probably about the same. They are tank healers. Okay.
Yeah,
so you're
as
pretty
I would
much
suspect.
dedicated to just spamming the tank.
Mm-hmm. What about Shadow Priests? Are those worthwhile?
I mean, if it's like the vanilla Horde side, pre-spec into Circle of Healing
Yep.
and are responsible for raid heals. Okay. I mean, it's going to be warriors and rogues at the top. No Shadow Priest because of debuff limits.
Okay.
Now, are they keeping those debuff limits? Because they said they were making, quote unquote, some changes. They're giving you that buff item where you can keep your world buffs.
Mm-hmm.
You can pause your world buffs.
SOD early on was bad. Holy Priest was better.
Okay, hold on.
SOD thing? Okay. Yeah, I wonder if they have a website up on the 20th anniversary.
Let me see.
Is still finding new adventures in Azeroth. Shout out to all my buds on Tacondrius.
Feels like just yesterday. Sorry about that.
Being on the Classic team and getting to help contribute to this incomparable
say that
legacy,
they said
which has breathed
something
new life into the original Classic experiences, I'm not sure anything compares to it.
About
I love how
changing-
vocal and passionate our player base is, not only about what parts of WoW's history they want to see come back,
Pretty
but
sure
also
Crichton Tag was on
things we
Tacondrius
try
at
and
one
get
point.
experimented
I was.
with.
Speaking of us taking some pretty big swings, in Season of Discovery, we've loved watching you use your new class abilities, take
Oh,
on
how
our
is
all-new
Druid in
level up
Classic?
raids, find secrets, and team up to defeat Ragnaros and Nefarian. We're
Apoth
looking
may
forward
know.
to the AQ war effort, unlocking very riches and surprises.
Keep going.
You know Raji Riches.
Beyond that, for Season of Discovery, we have one more phase to come. We previously announced we will progress through all the phases of the original Classic era. So get ready not only for Naxxramas, but new instance
kinda
content
recapping the,
featuring
Classic
the
stuff.
Scarlet Crusade,
Hey,
as well as
November
adventures
21st?
in Deadwind Pass.
Classic time?
Now,
Oh,
to Cataclysm
yeah, we're playing
Classic.
Alliance
Nobody
too.
cares about
Launch.
Cataclysm Classic.
It's time for you to experience the very beginning. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be cool. And there's some time between.
Jumping into WoW
Now-
Classic's initial launch in 2019, this is the perfect time to join our community. These
Okay.
servers will also launch with some of the quality of life
Okay,
features
here
that
we
came
go.
later on, like the Chronogoon Displacer to save your world buffs, and the improved PvP honor ranking system. And yes,
Okay. So they're going to keep the world. So for this new WoW Classic, they're going to keep the world buff saving thing they introduced in SOD, and they're going to completely change to the new honor system. Because that would be cool. I mean, at least for me. Yeah, apparently you can just pause your world buffs and they don't depreciate. And I also don't think they go away if you die. If they're active, then yes. But if not, I don't think that, like, if you're on your way to Molten Core and somebody kills you, as long as your buffs are, stopped, I don't think they go away, which is cool. You don't get the benefits from them, but it's cool that you can not have to worry about losing those on your way to raid. So that's kind of cool.
we're also pleased to announce that these realms will progress to the Burning Crusade Classic.
Okay. So
Will progress. Yes.
Crichton.
Yes.
I was right. They are making a little bit of changes to the Wrath Classic Anniversary thing. You're going to have that world buff item that they have in Season of Discovery, where you can pause your world buffs.
Okay.
And then they're changing the honor system to the new honor system that's in Classic right now.
The less grindy version?
The less grindy version.
Yeah,
The one that doesn't depreciate or doesn't depreciate as fast, or that's more of a APOTH question than an Adam question. But
APOTH, by the way, young KT's going to jump back in the chat here for a second. He's got a couple questions for you.
Mages are okay, I believe. I think you pretty much have to be Frost, though, for Classic, at least until later on. Yeah, the honor system's a series of milestones and no downranking. So once you get to, rank 5, you don't go back down.
Yeah.
Oh, Frost and Fire are both viable. No Arcane, though.
Gotcha. Hey, Moon, on a side note, how you doing, buddy? Hope all is well. I know we're chatting about WoW or whatever, but I wanted to make sure you're good. Appreciate you being here tonight.
In Fire, you need other mages to be a Fire so that Ignite stays up. Oh, okay. You kind of roll your Ignites so that everybody's getting the benefit.
Would Frost be a little bit easier for him starting out? Fire is late game. Okay, so you really can't roll. So you can't roll Frost into raiding. Been living, man. Gotten to the War Within a bit. Been grinding delves and stuff. Heck yeah, dude. Well, shoot, we're on. So I mean, it looks like
I think just Fire scales better with gear.
Oh, okay.
Frost is kind of the same, but Fire scales much better with gear.
Mm-hmm.
So as you get into the later gear, Fire becomes better.
Okay.
If I am correct on that. To claim your things. Yeah, there you go, buddy.
Okay.
And then it's time for bed. You got school tomorrow. It's only 8:30.
Yeah.
It's only 8:30 for you.
So I'm wondering. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to really kind of figure out what I want to do. This is coming up fast. This is awesome. So I'm just excited. I mean, I'm excited to give Caden the opportunity.
Oh.
I'll
have to bring my laptop.
Yes. Yes, dude. We're gonna do a
classic leveling night.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you just thought of that. Wow.
Yeah.
Well played.
Yeah. She's asleep, but Adelie still doesn't know. I'm just gonna put her on the airplane, and just when we get off the airplane, you guys will be there.
Well, wait.
Yeah, hey, we're gonna go on an airplane ride.
Yeah. That's
Let's
awesome.
go.
That's awesome.
Yeah. She still doesn't know.
Apoth, I don't know. Did I tell you? Do you know? Did I tell you? Oh, I don't know if I did or didn't. Yeah. Adam's flying up on the 22nd. Up here to Missoula
for a couple days.
Yep. Man, talk about perfect timing. We had no idea, but now look, we're gonna be we're gonna be celebrating some classic action. So that'll be fun.
We'll do some classic leveling.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever leveled a character past, what's the third night elf zone that you go to? You do the beginning zone, and then you go to, what is it? Dark Shore.
Dark Shore, yeah.
And then you go to Ashenvale.
Ashenvale.
I never leveled past Ashenvale over there.
Gotcha.
Because at Ashenvale, when I got there, Adam, call me when you get there. I don't know if I'm going to Bozeman.
I don't think we'll be in Bozeman. So
yeah, I don't think I'm going to Bozeman.
Gank and Vale.
Yeah. I think when I got to Ashenvale, I think you were just like, all right, come over here. And I like went the long way all the way over to the other continent.
Mm.
And I did the rest of my leveling over there because I think I went straight from there to like Red Ridge or something. And did the rest of my leveling from Red Ridge.
Moon, to answer your question,
now
it's amazing. Missoula's incredible. So happy, and yeah, we're really thriving.
Moon,
we're doing really well.
Moon, I will give you a report in about a week and a half.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's next Friday.
Gosh, that's coming up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
It's next Friday. Let's talk about the $90 Let's talk about. Are you getting that for me for Christmas, KT? Is that what I'm hearing?
Maybe I'll move out there. Listen, there's. I want to say there's plenty of space. Housing costs a little high, but
it's expensive.
It's expensive, but it's beautiful out here. Man, I would definitely recommend it to anybody. It's definitely some nice living out here. Clean air. I mean, it's a nice crisp, probably 30, maybe low 20s. We're supposed to be in the 40s are supposed to be the high next week, by the way. So bundle up.
Okay. I mean,
yeah.
I've got a coat. Adelie's got a coat. So
okay, good. That's gonna be so fun for her.
I think we're all right.
Oh, it's 42. So I mean, it's hot here right now.
Yeah, it's about what it is in the mornings here. So.
Yeah. So we're good.
Did you just say it's hot?
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm telling you, there's kids. It's like 45 degrees, and there's kids in shorts and shirts like running around. You can tell they've been living here all their life. Yeah, they're just built different. So Tucker boy.
Just built different.
They're just built different, huh?
All right, Tallies.
Sure. Yeah. Hold Tucker boy here for a second.
The old tuck.
Yeah. What Apoth, when you say an alt experiment, how far? What are you thinking on that? Like, are you? Because if you guys are gonna have a guild already, that's good. I mean, we could definitely jump in on that for sure. Have a little home already, so that would be that'd be fun.
Then we just have to fight the Q bosses.
Yeah.
The most devastating boss in World of Warcraft.
Jeez, I really hope they've learned their lesson on that. I mean, I imagine that, So one thing that's actually kind of interesting on this is, we were talking about Aspen earlier, and his that whole group, OnlyFangs or whatever that kind of guild was.
Yeah.
I know they were going to do some fresh hardcore stuff, so there's a good chance that whole community is going to migrate over to this thing too, since it'll be fresh.
I'm going to try something crazy.
Okay.
Since we're not really using the YouTube anymore.
Okay.
Continue.
Only polos. Hey, listen.
Polos.
I got my raid polo right here. This is the one I wear on raid night.
Did that change yours as well?
I don't see anything.
Your stream. Hold on.
If you're asking, I don't have anything pulled up. Oh yeah, no. Okay, here we go. Yeah.
So
nice.
Go in your Twitch thing.
Okay.
And select that bottom left-hand one. In the selector for there you go.
Okay.
Boom. Because now it's just because there's not anything. We're not watching anything on the YouTube anymore. So
yeah.
Now it's just us chit-chatting.
Okay.
But yeah. So Apoth is not lying. These guys do not mess around.
Yeah, no.
I think they said Molten Core is going to be a couple of weeks after. They will be in Molten Core the first week.
Mm-hmm.
Guaranteed. And like full 2.5 gear. Or 0.5 gear, not 2.5, but 0.5 gear.
Yeah.
So some of the raid the other night was, I mean, I'm sure I led to a bunch of the frustration, but the frustration was palpable in there.
It was thick.
It was a frosty milkshake thick.
Sounds like it's a raid night. Yeah, we've been through some of those.
when your hunter that's there only to pull things has to leave for 25 minutes before you pull the first boss, it was a little rough. I felt so bad.
Should I do a hunter?
I mean, I can sing the praises of a hunter. The only problem with classic hunters is freaking ammo.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. The pet stuff is quite a bit different in classic.
Yeah.
You have to tame certain pets to learn certain abilities.
Mm-hmm.
To then train their pets on those abilities. So it's a little bit different, but once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad. And feeding them. Yeah, feeding them's kind of rough, but otherwise, if you don't feed them, they just leave, and you no longer have that pet.
What is the viability for hunters in classic?
As I have discovered, they are very, very needed as pullers. That is your job. Your job is to pull.
Got it.
Pull and shrink.
Crafty, what's going on? Happy to have you in the stream tonight. Welcome.
Yeah. You usually run 2 or 3 per 40 man.
Okay.
So you would be able to get in there. But yeah, I mean, sure. All right, if we're gonna do an alliance one, sure, I'll do an alliance one. I think you only have 2 choices as far as race, though. You're either a night elf or a dwarf. That's it.
Okay. Yeah.
Those are your only 2 choices for hunter.
So we, Crafty, to answer your question, we just watched the Warcraft 30th Direct. We were kind of reacting to that. Now we're kind of doing a little recap here, just kind of chatting about. They're basically restarting Classic, like Vanilla Classic, essentially on the 21st. So there's gonna be a fresh server up, and we're kind of chatting about Classic and what's viable, what's not viable, that kind of stuff. So hopefully your night's going well.
Yeah.
Hopefully all is good. I know Crafty dabbles in some Classic. I know that. So she plays some Classic here and there as well. A little more caster and hunter friendly. Yeah.
Okay. Warlocks, Classic friendly. I know there's a buff limit or a debuff limit. So I wasn't sure where Warlocks come in that. More so on Alliance. Okay. I might, if Caden's going to take the mage spot, then I might maybe Warlock it up. I don't know what are the Warlock race limitations? Human and gnome.
Gnome, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's human and gnome.
What is the best race to play for a priest? I did Night Elf just because I felt like Night Elf was cool back in the day. But like if I wanted to be, what would be the preferred race to play? Dwarf? Oh wow, okay.
Let's see. Create a new character. Alliance. Body type 1. Gnome. Yep, gnome and human are the 2 warlock classes.
Yeah.
Or warlock races.
Only dwarf.
Only dwarf have Fear Ward.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like if well again, kind of going back to what I mentioned earlier, Apoth, are you considering running a tank for Classic? I know we were kind of joking around about it earlier, but like legit, are you considering running tank?
Stone skin form wipes debuffs on you. Okay. Healer, if I had to guess. But yeah, I think maybe a warlock. If you do, are you doing a hunter? You thinking?
Well, I don't know, because the other thing again, kind of going back to what I've done before, I know we'll definitely need a healer if we're gonna get through some 5-mans and stuff like that, So, I definitely would not mind doing a dwarf,
You could do a dwarf priest.
Yeah. Sounds like we'd have a priest.
I don't want a tank.
No, yeah. No, it sounds like we'd have a priest, mage, warlock. What would what would Apoth consider playing then?
I have a feeling probably a healer if I had to guess.
Yeah. A pally healer?
It's mostly what he's been doing in Classic, so I don't know if that's because he wants to or he just defaults to that because he knows we need it.
Yeah, SOD was interesting. I had high hopes for it, and I was kind of invested, and then the release schedule was kind of weird, and I don't know. I kind of lost interest after a bit, but definitely had some problems.
Dwarf, priest, or pally.
Ooh, okay.
Or a gnome mage.
Well, I wouldn't mind. I'll definitely take the priest if you want to take the paladin.
Boom, boom.
If that's something you're interested in.
Yeah, but he knows you're going to play for about 7 minutes and then you're going to be done.
This stream was going so well. You almost made it. You almost made it a full stream. Well,
Goblin banker confirmed.
Shoot.
Yeah, he knows you're going to make it to about 20. And then you're gonna be done, and that's just because weekend after next we're gonna get to 20.
Yeah,
and then you're not gonna play anymore after that.
Oh man. Oh gosh. Well, shoot.
So.
Well, it sounds like what I need to do is I need to open up a separate chat in the Discord. And we can kind of chat about this for a few days and maybe kind of figure out what everyone's going to play,
see what people are thinking.
Yeah. I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah, it's not a terrible idea. Yeah. Throw a poll out there. Mm-hmm. Be like, hey, what do you think you're going to be playing?
For sure.
We're doing Alliance side. First alt will be a dwarf hunter.
Is a dwarf mage viable? I don't know. If
I don't think you can be a dwarf mage.
No. Okay.
I think it's a human mage and gnome mage.
Gnome. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Ooh, I wonder if Caden would play a gnome.
Yeah. Human or gnome. I would suggest if you're gonna go dwarf.
Dwarf. Yeah.
I would go gnome warlock. I'm making a horde named Crichton Hunter. Gnome bis for the intellect racial.
Douglas, okay. I see you, brother. Listen, I see you. Let's just go straight to the hardcore realm, brother. Let's make it happen. so you can wipe me out.
Yeah, young KT wants to play a human lady. I'm sorry, human body type 2. With a ponytail.
Caden, listen, Uncle Cody started as a gnome, so don't discount that.
Just a little guy.
Gnome best in slot for the intellect racial. See? A gnome is worth it, buddy.
No mage. You can be a little guy like me.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of little guys.
You could take the gnome mage. I'll take the dwarf priest. Run around.
Yeah, the cool thing with Caden with dwarves and gnomes is they start out in the same area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you start out as a human, we're gonna have to get you to Stormwind, get you on the tram, get you from Ironforge all the way down to the starting area. But it's your character, so. Your dad said he would buy you the $90 mount if you get all the way to 60 in Classic.
I'm watching the VOD. I don't remember ever saying that. And it's all being recorded. All being recorded. My friend raced with Bajira since the War Within launch. I was watching them clear Heroic early on. Bajira's fun. Man, he's definitely a fun one to watch. I usually catch him.
Dauntless heard it.
Dauntless, you did not hear it. All right? You did not hear that. No, but yeah, so I usually catch his streams kind of late in the evening when he does those. He does some PvP ones and stuff. Those are always fun to do, but I guess in the meantime, we can kind of is there anything else we need to chat about, or do you want to wrap up and raid out?
I think that was pretty much it. Yeah, I think that was good. I think we need to set up a thing in the Cried and Tag Discord. Let's see if this works on both of us. There you go.
Yep.
So yeah, go ahead and drop in there, and we'll set up a thing in there that we can kind of see what everyone's feeling.
Yeah,
I think I've any of the alts that I've ever made have always been a warlock, so I've never actually leveled one. I don't think though. Mm-hmm. So I think maybe a Nomi warlock.
That sounds like a good idea to me.
Can I be a mecha gnome?
Some changes.
Yeah, some changes. Just let me have a prosthetic, metal arm.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just cosmetic, all right?
For sure.
Let me be a big boy human.
Yep.
A thick boy. But everybody, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out while we watch this. I enjoyed not watching anything and staying away from my phone as much as I could throughout the day, so that it was all a surprise. I did have to, mentally block Apoth and Cried and Tag, who were having a text conversation. I just immediately closed it out every time it popped on, just in case. But yeah, thanks everybody. We'll get that set up in the Discord. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. The mount, the 30th anniversary bundle through Twitch is available through, what's the date? December 11th?
Well, is it an actual bundle? Because we have some drops going on right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, the drops. Is it through December 11th?
Yeah, so
so make sure you get, I think it's 4 hours. Let me see. I think it's 4 hours of
watch time.
Oh, well, no, I got mine, so it can't be 4 hours. Let's see. It is. Come on. How long do you have to watch each channel? Twitch? Oh, it's 20 minutes, guys. You probably already have it.
Easy
I
mode.
thought it was like 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 20 minutes. So you should probably have it.
Here's what they should have done. They should have done, one of the mounts for retail, one for classic. The retail one you get for watching 20 minutes. The classic one you get for watching like 60 hours.
Yeah, you got to watch 60 hours of WoW coverage.
Yeah, really grind it out.
But here we go. Let's do this. Let's do this and this. That's the a link to the kind of the drop gives you an idea of what's in there. It is a mount for WoW. You get one mount, one for the Horde side, one for the Alliance side. You do get some Warcraft Rumble items as well as a couple of Hearthstone packs. So 24 hours, no breaks, eating Hot Pockets and using a poop sock.
A poop sock.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with us and talking World of Warcraft. It's been a long journey for me, not as long as Apoth's and Kryden's for sure, but as I said earlier, it was my very, very first day that I worked at GameStop. Was the Burning Crusade midnight release, and I saw these chuckleheads in here, getting this new game that I had honestly never really heard of. I was a console guy at the time, and then within a year, I was playing the game and asking Apoth and Kryden Tag 1,000 questions. And it's been that way ever since. So it's led to some good friendships, not just with Apoth and Kryden, but with, other friends that we've made, via McDonald's and World of Warcraft, and mini BlizzCons. I've got my my BlizzCon badges.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, all of my BlizzCon badges over here. This one right here, signed by Mike Morheim, in an elevator that I'm pretty sure he thought I was going to kill him.
I remember that. That was so good. Oh gosh.
But I've had so many good memories and so many good good times that I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. So.
I remember he had his security detail, and when you ran in there and the door was closing, I thought by the time we got to our floor, you were going to come out all battered and bruised, man. That almost happened.
It worked. I got that, and it's right here. I got his signature on the back of my Mist of Pandaria Collector's Edition. So that was pretty soon. He left.
Who drew that? Is that Sam?
That's Samwise. Yeah, Samwise.
What the heck?
Yeah, I asked him for like a 5-second sketch, and he drew me Cho on the back of my Mist of Pandaria Collector's Edition.
That is legendary.
And then we got Metzen.
I see Metzen. Yeah.
Yeah, I got Metzen here. On the tops are like all of the voice actors.
Yeah,
there's a bunch of voice actors on the tops and the sides. So yeah, this was I've had some amazing memories with these guys and with this game. So
yeah,
that's
listen, I'm gonna
crying on stream. So.
I'm gonna go on a limb here and say, not only did I thoroughly enjoy this, but I think at least once a month we need to. Are you crying?
You shut your mouth and keep
talking. Are you crying, bro? Finally, yes. That's awesome.
It's just payback for last Christmas. Okay, shut up.
Hey, listen, No, on a serious note, I got to say that throughout my entire time playing, that WoW has always been better playing with friends, and. I know that we've had some people, kind of, come and go and, stuff like that. But, man, playing with you has always been the one consistent, dude. I mean, it doesn't, we've had some breaks and lapses where we haven't played as much, but, like, every expansion we're in there, every launch we're in there. And, whether it's been, when we first started playing or different launches that we've done, or even the one we have coming up, right, with you flying up here and playing the 20th Anniversary Classic server. And not only that, we're going to be able to experience that with young KT here. It's kind of like that. It's truly special, man. Like out of everybody that I've played with, outside of someone like Apoth, I mean, you've definitely been one of the best guys I've ever played this game with, and this thing has really, really built our friendship up to an elite level. So I will always be thankful for this game. For the opportunity that it's given us to kind of play and hang out and help you get Realm First achievements and sleep on the blue couch. And, I mean, we could have a whole.
You had to bring up.
I did.
Blue couch.
Well, I'm really
bastard.
I thought you were crying before. I really wanted you to shed some tears about the blue couch. So,
that blue couch,
the old blue couch, man. But it's just one of those things, man. I've been so grateful to play this game with you, dude, and even all the stuff we're doing tonight and everything. It's just. Man, I think we're going to be doing this into the retirement home, brother. I really do. I think we're going to have a little co-stream where we're both like
the sixth or seventh version of Classic to come out.
Yeah. For sure. Oh, Kane Jesse said, "What's the blue couch?"
You have no idea the comfort that was the blue couch.
That thing was wow.
It was the best, and your dad just gave it away. Didn't even ask me if I wanted it.
Oh gosh. Ah, jeez. Okay,
Classic
so
doesn't allow
yeah,
emotions.
there's no crying in Classic.
There's no crying in Classic. All right, let's go.
Okay.
But yeah, thanks everybody for coming and hanging out with us. Thanks for playing with us if you've played with us through the years. And like I said, we're gonna still be around and playing more. So
for sure, appreciate it, buddy.
All right, everybody have a good night, and don't forget to collect your Twitch drops.
Yep.
And check out the Discord again. I'll drop it again in here again real quick. Check out the Discord so we can kind of get some people. That'll also be where we'll kind of say, okay, this is the server we're going to be on.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you try to get into that one before it fills up.
Yeah.
But all right, boys. Well, have a good night. Caden, it's your bedtime, dude. Like, what are you doing, man? Go to sleep.
He goes into the room
What
at
up,
9.
Tucker?
I don't know what time he really goes to bed though.
All right. Well, I'm going to go, but you guys have a good night.